Hey, what's going on, Brandon Alinger?
Are you ready?
I love Klein and Alley, you little bitch.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Alley show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
I love the hot dog.
Sometimes I need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. Yes, I do.
My pearls.
Turn on the Klein and Alley Show.
I'm spicy.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
I would get massive amounts of diarrhea.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Oh, look at that.
Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show. I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
It's the coffee, it's the coffee.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to your Monday here on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming back for more. Make it worth your while today. A lot of bribery. Alley's money up for grabs in moments. Then we'll do some tickets. Disneyland, 4 of them for you. And a trip to give away to the other side of the pond. Plus much more. We'll get into all of that a little bit later this morning here on KROQ. If you're new to the show, or your short-term memory is shot, or you did a lot of day drinking the past few days like we did, refresher course. I'm Klein. There's Allie right there.
Good morning.
That is DJ Omar Khan.
Hey.
He is the audio sniper in the back. You got fresh off of his big comedy show on Friday night. Jake the Nerd.
Congratulations, Jake. I heard it went off without a hitch.
Pretty much.
Jake, I can't tell if at the end of that whole thing you were happy or you were upset because the place was packed. I mean, you did pack that place. It was a standing room only place. They only had about 4 seats in there to begin with, but it was standing room only. And
How many people do you think were there?
I don't know, it felt like over 100,
Nice.
200 maybe. I don't know. It felt
exciting.
full. I mean, you couldn't walk anywhere without bumping into someone. The place was not huge, but it was full. I mean, that's got to make you feel good, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Were you happy with how your set went?
For the most part, yeah. I thought the cricket guy kind of took away from it, and that was a little obnoxious. But I appreciated the joke to begin with. I thought it was funny the first time, and then it just kept going. And then
I mean, you had a tantrum on stage.
I wouldn't say it was a tantrum. I thought a lot of people told me I handled it very well.
Huh.
How many of the 100 people told you handled it well?
I don't know, 10.
Did anyone here think Jake handled the crickets well on stage?
There was a point I thought Jake might super actually scream at us.
Yeah,
it was. I'm sorry.
It was a little Akko Taco because I was like, oh man, why'd you point it out? Just let it go.
What are you talking about? I had to point it out. It's completely obvious that someone was messing with the show.
I'm with Johnny. It was Akko Taco. I also felt that a little bit.
Did you say it that way in your head?
That's what I said. All right, well, we'll get into it a little bit later. In fact, Greg Fitzsimmons, traveling, touring, headlining stand-up comedian, will be stopping at the KROQ studios later today, and he'll break down Johnny's set. First time Johnny ever did stand-up in his entire life. And then maybe, if we have time, we'll go over some of this Jake stuff as well. Jake went on stage for 25 minutes.
No, I actually timed that to 39.
Yeah,
it was 39 minutes?
It felt long.
So none of that stuff was really worked out that great, or how'd that happen?
Well, there was a lot. I got to add a bunch of stuff because
You got to add a bunch of stuff last minute?
No, I had stuff that I crossed off the set list just to make time, but then we were running early, and then there's just a lot of stuff I had to deal with the crowd being, it's very chaotic, and then the crickets, and then people just yelling out stuff from the show, lines, and I mean, it was nice heckling, but it was still heckling.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it felt long. I didn't realize it went on for 39 minutes.
Was it longer than the Oscars?
It was longer.
It felt longer.
It was longer.
Felt longer.
Yeah.
39 minutes is a long time to be talking.
I mean, his dog was on him the whole... I felt bad for Kibby. She was stuck there the whole time.
Well,
Stuck
yeah,
on
but at
Jake?
least that's something interesting and different, right? About any other comedian that would just be there without a dog.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll break that down a little bit later. And Jake was busy in the streets this weekend, too, smelling armpits because, you can't just go from headlining your own comedy show on Friday to just chilling over the weekend. You got to
earn those 39 minutes.
You got to earn those 39 minutes by sniffing pits.
Yeah.
So it was a heat wave this weekend in Southern California, and Jake was smelling some pits, so we'll get into that as well. If you need us, love the interaction. Lots of ways to get involved in the show. It all starts with 800-520-1067. Call, text, Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Welcome to your KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. More importantly, that was Green Day. Lots to get into this morning. If you're on that standby boarding list, please answer any random call you get this morning. It very well could be us sometime in the next hour to let you know you're packing your bags and going to England. And then Disneyland tickets will be yours throughout the day here at KROQ. I think we have the first pair for you, 4-pack, around 9 o'clock. And then you'll win them at 9, noon, 3, and 6 all day long. A lot of concerns from people that are new to the show, and I get it. There are some things you will hear in the morning on KROQ that you may not agree with, you may not like. But there's nothing you'll hear that you don't like as much as we don't like it. And we're here saying the stuff.
Hey, I don't know if you guys need to sign, papers before you work there, probably. But I really genuinely get scared. Not scared, but I worry that you guys will all end up suing each other.
It's an interesting thought, and I've had it before, that I don't think any of us have signed anything that says we couldn't sue each other. I think we just assume.
Sue each other for what?
Well, here's
You know what I mean?
that's a good point. What are we
None of
gonna,
us have any money.
What are we going to take from each other? Like sue each other
You
for.
want my bottle of water over here?
You want an apology?
Right,
Sue me for an apology. I'll get you that.
Take Jake's dog backpack.
But this person is Jake's backpack. That's all he's got, Allie.
I mean, Johnny could sue for abuse. It's like the whole idea that where it's like, oh my God, I had one idea, get it out of my head, blah blah. He laughed. I don't think he laughed actually, but I worry that years down the line he's gonna sue you, Klein. And then Allie, when she had to reveal her pregnancy test, there's a lot. And Jake, of course, Vanessa for her voice and being Colombian. There's a lot of things that I do worry.
She could sue us for being Colombian. That's her fault.
No, she can kill us, though.
She could definitely kill us.
But
yeah.
I think that this would all qualify under defamation, and we defame ourselves and each other equally.
Equally, right.
Being Colombian. There's a lot of things that I do worry in the future. So maybe sign that paperwork. Cougars, fight.
All right, well, let's just do some sort of a verbal thing right now. I promise not to sue you guys.
Won't sue.
Won't sue with my fingers crossed.
All right, I'll take it.
Well, okay.
All right, we'll go with that. Spoken like a real child right there.
No take back, please. Suing.
All right, Vanessa, I will accept that. I don't think yours is legally binding anyway since you're a minor, but sure.
Get into her little pillow fort.
She sleeps with a pillow fort to keep her safe from the dark. We learned about that earlier. Johnny?
I will explain.
Johnny?
No, I'll probably cancel and see you guys in about 15, 20 years.
You're going to sue us in 15 years?
Yeah, if I'm still alive, I'll sue you guys
For
in like
what?
20 years.
What are you going to sue for, making you drink?
I don't know. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point, too, yeah.
Good thing he'll forget all of this by the end of the day.
End of the day. By the end of the sentence.
I know.
All right, Jake?
What, no sue?
No sue.
Oh, man.
No Susies.
No Susies.
Okay.
All right, cool. I think we're covered.
I think we're good. Oh,
right.
Omar, did you do no Susies?
No, Omar's got a big plan.
I'm not the suing type.
Yeah, Omar's not the suing type. Remember that guy? Remember all the times he could have sued people for things? Remember the time the guy who fixed his driveway ended up sending him a picture of his penis?
Oh, I know what I'm going to sue for.
What? I thought you just said no Susies.
Oh, but I'm going to sue because you stole Audio Sniper from me. I'm going to trademark that.
I would love to see a judge's reaction when this is presented in court.
Suing.
I think he would just go, no Susies.
It's my intellectual property.
Don't we have an attorney? The internee?
They wouldn't let us hire the attorney.
That's my guy
maybe
now.
He's on retainer.
Hey, if that guy's still listening, this was a guy who went to Harvard Law School who wanted to be an intern on our show. He's like 60 or something, but he was bored with his life. I'd like to bring you back on as an intern. I don't know if that conversation died.
I think the intern program ended when
they shut it.
When
they shut it
almost sued the company.
Oh, that's why.
I think one of the interns.
The interns didn't say no Susie, and now we're in trouble.
Interns, for real?
Not one of our interns.
Not one of ours. I think a different one.
Another intern in the company, I think, sued.
I don't know. I think we all got touchy.
Man.
We didn't get touchy.
No. Like someone
at the company got touchy.
Yeah.
But they were like, we're so excited to bring the intern program back. And we were like, yay. And then they were like, never mind.
It turns out the interns they don't take the no Susie rule.
Yeah, and they were like, turns out we have to pay them. And
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, that law changed a while ago.
No, but then they had some deal. The interns basically got to agree they weren't expecting to get paid. They had to sign something, but I don't know what happened. We're not allowed to have interns anymore. It lasted so short. It sucked.
I think it was because of the tragic happens here.
Oh, when the one who changed the sign?
That was the best thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I love that.
So we're not. Don't worry about us suing each other. We'll get sued by others, sure, but we're not going to sue each other. We should start suing, to be honest. So much of our stuff gets stolen, taken, reused elsewhere.
Yes.
But we're not the suing type. Suing sucks.
I want to be the suing type.
Nah.
Suing people are rich people.
No Susies, Allie. No Susies.
No.
Take a break. You can get Allie's money the old-fashioned way by proving you know more about the news than she does. If you'd like to battle her, get on the phone now, 800-520-1067. No Susie, but plenty of newsy. You battle Allie. Allie knows the news next on KROQ.
KROQ. It's KROQ Spring Fling. We're flinging out 4-packs of one-day, one-park tickets to Disney, California Adventure Park, or Disneyland Park. Make memories that last a lifetime during the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration. From dazzling entertainment, new experiences, and festive touches that make every moment feel truly special. Listen all weekend for your chance to win. KROQ. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice.
Now would be a great time to get on the phones at 800-520-1067. As I'm looking here at stuff that's happened over the weekend, yeah, it was not all Heat Wave and Academy Awards related. There were other things going on in the world. And if you know more about the news than Allie, who's sitting there right now trying to put together the next batch of A.D.D news for the show, you could take an easy $100 of her money. Last week she paid out 2 people, 2 different times. You paid out, I believe it was on Tuesday and Thursday last week.
Yeah, something like that. And I also picked a horrible weekend to go sort of on a road trip and spend a lot of money on gas. So I'm really down big.
Yeah, I think that they must have known that you were going to go on a road trip before they decided to start jacking gas prices up every single day. That must have been some sort of a weird, unknown alley mush.
Saw a good amount of stuff in the 6s.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep.
Gallons in the 6s.
609 a few times. Saw that.
That sucks.
That was rough. And then I had to argue with my wife about how far she was willing to go for $5 gas.
So if you take Allie's money right now, then, boy, she's really going to have to walk home today. So please, hopefully you're ready to go, and hopefully you do better than she does. 5 questions about the news. She will leave the KROQ studios, and you know how it goes. Let's say good morning right now to Alyssa. Alyssa, you have a shot at Allie's cash right now and 5 questions about the news. Everyone may learn a thing or two as she leaves the KROQ studios. How are you feeling on this Monday morning, Alyssa?
I'm feeling great.
Good. I hope you're feeling richer at the end of this whole thing, so here we go.
Allie knows the news.
This movie apparently is the best movie, not because it made the most money this past weekend, that would have been Hoppers, but because it won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Which movie won Best Picture Academy Award at the Oscars?
Sinners.
Go to question number 2. Costco has recalled this item in 26 states for, I'm not going to go into the reasons why, but if you got it, either eat it quickly or bring it back. But what item is being recalled by Costco?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. We go to question number 3. This Dodger is getting some pre-opening day attention because of a gender reveal video that has been posted. Heartwarming gender reveal. Which Dodger posted it?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. We go to question number 4. This actor, former guest of our show, just won the Razzie Award for Worst Actor this past year. Which actor or which person just won the Worst Actor Razzie Award? Need an answer. 3, 2, 1.
Kim.
And finally, question number 5. SNL has just announced a dream lineup that will be very confusing for Vanessa on April 4th, involving 2 Jacks. Name the 2 Jacks that will be on SNL.
Jack Carlo? Or Jack Black?
Jack Carlo and Jack Black. I'm writing it down. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. Allie's battling Alyssa right now for $100 of her own money. And once again, you may learn a thing or two about the news. You may get paid to do that. And if you'd like to play the game, tomorrow morning around this time, another shot at an easy $100. Consider yourself warned. You have 20 hours to study up. Allie, question 1.
Yes.
This is the best picture in all the land, according to the Academy Awards. Which movie won Best Picture?
One battle after another, and I still have 45 minutes left of that movie to watch.
All right, she said Sinners. Sinners did win some stuff, but that was the big winner of the night, was the one battle after another, and that is the correct answer. Allie gets the point, so she's up 1-0 on Alyssa. There was a lot of pre-Oscar talk about Sinners. But
it had the record nominations. It had 16 nominations.
Yeah, but I guess
But it did not win that many.
Because people like long movies. So, got a question number 2. Costco is recalling this item in 26 states, which means you better eat it quickly or bring it back.
Is it their sous vide egg bites?
Oh, those are good.
You like those?
Well, that was they ripped off Starbucks and made those because that's what they'll do. But that is not the correct answer. I'll tell you who got it right. Alyssa said meatloaf. The correct answer, Kirkland.
Meatloaf?
Meatloaf kits from Costco being recalled.
I think I saw Johnny eating some Costco meatloaf last week.
Yeah, man, I just ate that last week
Well,
for like 3 days.
Apparently, if you ate it, you're dumb.
No!
So that's Johnny.
No!
Johnny was dumb going in, though, so can't tell if it's dumb from the meatloaf or pre-dumb. Maybe
it's marinated in dumb.
Tied up 1-1 as we go to question number 3 right now. This Dodger is getting some pre-opening day attention for his gender reveal video, heartwarming gender reveal video that has been released.
God. I don't know. Mookie Betts. I know it's not right.
Wrong.
I saw the video. I can't remember.
Tell you who got it right. Alyssa, who said Freddie Freeman.
Oh.
Damn, doesn't he already have like 5 kids?
Yeah, doesn't he have a lot?
There are a lot of kids in the gender reveal video already.
Wow.
It's a lot of people on a blanket. They can hardly fit them all on there. We go to question number 4, and now Allie's down 1.
Yikes.
Question 4. This actor and former guest of the show just won Worst Actor at the Razzie Awards.
Oh, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is the correct answer. Allie goes up 1. She did not get that one after the time, so Allie gets another point, so she's tied it up going to this final question. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Allie versus Alyssa, 1 question left. Tied up game. Saturday Night Live, SNL, has just announced a dream lineup on April 4th involving 2 Jacks. Name the 2 Jacks that will be on this lineup.
Yikes. Jack Black and Jack White?
That is the correct answer.
No way.
That was a complete guess from Allie, and she got it. It's the Jack White, Jack Black special.
I just thought of it because that's what Vanessa always says. She always gets them so confused.
She's going to be so confused when this episode airs. She won't know what's going on. It's the Jack White, Jack Black SNL happening on April 4th. All right, well, that's it for this round. Sadly, Alyssa, you put in a good effort. Allie beat you by 1. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
I'm Alyssa, and Allie knows the news.
All right, there you go. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, someone else will win that money. A trip to give away in less than 30 minutes as well, so you can go to England and much more. Much more on KROQ.
Gotta keep them separated.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Question, how many things in your life do you do out of guilt because you feel like you're supposed to do them, but you don't really want to do them?
Oh, my God, it's like most things.
Most things, right? Like most things you feel like you're supposed to do it, so you do it. Not because you actually want to do it, right?
No, and then you start getting confused and you brainwash yourself into thinking you do want to do those things.
I can't believe it's been a year already since I was guilted into going to my kids' school over the weekend for cleanup day, where everyone basically goes and volunteers their time to clean up the school.
This is an every year thing?
I think it happens every year. It feels like
I've never heard of this. Isn't that why you pay taxes for to hire people?
I'll tell you, I saw some.
Isn't that why we buy lottery tickets?
I saw janitors there, and they seemed annoyed.
Kicking back,
they seemed like they were annoyed that we were doing their job. But lo and behold, they tell the kids,
But what is there to do?
Oh, it's a lot of stuff, Allie.
Really?
Schools are gross. Yeah, you got to clean. They wanted like a deep clean. You go
trying to get all the boogers out of the carpet?
It's just all that stuff. And you remember last time I did this, I was all bummed out because all the dads that got there early got the cool stuff. Like they got the leaf blowers and the power washers, and then they gave me a bottle of Windex and a rag.
Oh,
and I was,
yeah.
And I was like, how do I get one of those cool things? Like there was like all these other dads walking around like the Rocketeer with these cool like jetpacks on their back.
Yeah, but they probably brought that stuff from home, right?
Some of them brought it from home. them, but some of them I think they had stuff that they borrowed, and they got the cool jobs, and then they gave me it was me and a bunch of moms with Windex and rags. And I
would have loved to see you try and leaf blow though. That would have been a disaster.
Well, it probably would have been, but I would have tried to use it on myself.
Power washing.
Now, is this scene just all parents, or are the kids there too?
Well, this is what they do. This smart move on their part. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme. They tell the kids, "We'll have donuts here." So the kids are like, "Great, we'll do anything for donuts." So then they say, my kids are harassing me, going, "Hey, Sunday, can we wake up early and go to school to clean?" And I'm like, "No, that sucks."
Yeah.
But they want to do it, and
so
the
they
only
kids
reason
are
they
peer
want to
pressuring the parents.
Yeah, the only reason they want to do it is to get the donuts. The donuts, by the way, lead to a bigger mess there. They got to clean that thing up.
And by the way, you can just buy a donut for your kid.
Should have just done that.
You should have
just
done that.
said, you know what, we're not going to clean the school.
I'm just
I'll buy you
surprised
a donut.
is that big of a draw.
It is the biggest draw. There's nothing that motivates. Look at Jake every day at this Krispy Kreme getting the donuts.
Yeah.
So I said this year I'll go, but I'm going to be there first. I want to be there right away because I don't want to be one of these guys that shows up late and gets the Windex handed to me. I want to be the guy that gets the cool power washer. The power washer job's cool. You get to power wash gum off picnic tables and stuff, but you're holding this thing that's
You feel so powerful.
So powerful.
Get away, gum.
Like a NASCAR pit crew.
Yeah.
So I said,
You're not
fine.
a power washer kind of guy, dude.
You're not.
That thing will you know how powerful that thing is?
Yeah, I know.
Flip you around, man.
I know, and I seen the dad who did it last year, and he was cool.
The reverb on that thing is
he had like a big beard. He knew exactly how many BTUs were coming out of it or whatever.
You're not a power washer guy, man.
I know I'm probably not the guy, but I still wanted to be the guy.
Okay.
I didn't want to be the Windex guy.
Definitely a powerless washer.
Yeah. Well, that's what they gave me last year, the Windex.
Yeah.
So this year I get there right out of the gate. I go right up to the person who's giving out the jobs, and I said, "Hey, you got any of those cool machines I could use this year?"
Yeah.
One parent last year got to drive
a tractor?
Like a lawnmower tractor.
Cool.
Oh, my God. That is awesome.
Yeah, I know.
You could run over some kids.
I wanted that thing.
I could see you do that.
You definitely look like a face that should not be trusted around heavy machinery.
I know.
Like you just don't look like you can handle it.
Because my face always looks like I just took a few painkillers.
Yes, totally.
In this particular case, I did.
But with the new nose, maybe they thought that could be the leaf blower.
Maybe
over here, sir.
I could just go around and sneeze in a
Everyone
giant.
go home. The work is done.
This guy's got 2 built-in leaf blowers. I'm blowing this dust out.
So school down.
So I said to the woman who's giving out jobs, I said, "Hey, can I get some of the cool jobs this year?" Because it was the same woman as last year who gave me the Windex and the rag. And she goes, "Oh, you look stronger this year." That's what she said to me.
What?
Right.
How
and I
creepy.
said, "All right, great. I've been working out." She goes, "We have a job, but I need a strong dad." And I said, "Cool."
That's me.
I said, I thought. And she goes, "Come with me." And she walks me over to the dumpster. And she says, "Can you stand in here?"
What?
And people are going to bring...
shut the door. And come out in 3 hours.
And wait for them to pick you up when we're done with the real jobs. It's hide and seek. She goes, "Can you stand in here?" And the other dad that got to drive the cool tractor that was lugging parts of an old shed is going to bring over pieces, and they're going to hand it to you, and
you have to place them?
And you can place them down in the dumpster. And I said,
who could replace your job is air. No, nothing.
Gravity could replace my job.
Yeah, just throw that in there.
I said, hold on. I said, "You're asking me to stand in the dumpster?" And she goes, "Yes, but this dumpster is not," she tried to make it sound like, "this is not the trash dumpster. This is the recycling parts dumpster. So it's not, I shouldn't be as insulted as if I'm standing in like old spaghetti.
There's not as much fecal matter.
But I'm standing in a dumpster. I have to climb into a dumpster."
Ugh, did you get a pic? It's such a great picture.
Well, there was someone around there taking pictures. Knowing me, I'll probably be on the cover of the school stupid newspaper standing in a dump. So I said, "That's all I got this year. I'm here early. I'm a 2-year cleaner now."
That is definitely a job they make up when there are too many people there. They're like, where do I put this guy?
And I stood in the
why don't you get handed things? Over there, go.
Do you know how hot it was in the valley yesterday? And I stood in the dumpster as real men came with like cool things and brought me pieces of stuff and handed it to me, and then I just delicately placed it down in the dumpster.
Did it get hard though?
I was tired at the end. I was tired. And I went back at the end of it.
And
I
then
said,
I sneezed and all the dumpster was empty.
I said,
again.
I earned it. I said, at the very least, I earned a donut. I'm going to go get a donut at the end of this. And then when I went back,
Gone.
all the donuts were gone. Because the kids that did nothing took all the donuts.
Sorry, trash dad.
That's what they do, is they just take trash dad.
So,
You're the dumpster dad.
I'm dumpster dad now.
Aww.
So next year, I'm telling you. I'm telling him next year.
Why don't you write to her and campaign for yourself?
Why don't you just not go? This sounds awful.
All right, you know what, Omar? That's a good
You
point.
know what I mean?
How many hours are you there for?
I was there 9 until noon, 12:30.
What do you think the participation percentage is? How many people are actually?
Not a lot of people.
Oh,
not a lot.
Dude.
Not a
Then
lot.
it's obviously unnecessary then.
It's
If there were not that many people and you still got that job.
And of all the volunteering I did this weekend, I went to a comedy show on Friday night. That was a big volunteering of my time.
Standing at a different dumpster.
Very, very different dumpster fire. Yeah.
The Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, whoa. You're a little excited.
106.7 FM.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Disneyland tickets coming up in about an hour, and in about 5 minutes, we give that trip away to go to England for a somber and all things Reading festival. So be ready to answer your phone if you're currently on a standby boarding list. We were getting a lot of names on that list last week, and we'll pick one of those names, give you a call, change your life. That's all coming up right after this. Your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Let's talk about the winners and the losers from the weekend. Not at Jake's comedy show, but at the Oscars. The biggest Oscar winner of the night last night was One Battle After Another. It won Best Picture, it won Best Director. Sean Penn also won for Best Supporting Actor, though he was not there to accept the award, probably because there's no smoking in the Dolby Theater. Amy Madigan won for being that creepy-ass witch in Weapons. Jessie Buckley won, as she was the first Irish woman ever to win Best Actress.
Oh, the old lady from Weapons won?
Uh-huh.
No, she was good.
She was good.
That was a freaky-ass movie.
That was a freaky movie. And she wasn't even in it that much, but when she was, it was very impactful and creepy.
None of those kids won that ran around with their arms at their side?
No, but those kids did make somewhat of an appearance in Conan O'Brien's opening movie.
Yeah, I just saw it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And just picturing Conan O'Brien dressed as that old lady, the witch, is pretty funny. And then she was the first, so Jessie Buckley was the first Irish woman to win Best Actress, and then the first female winner for Best Cinematographer went to Autumn Arkapaw for Sinners, though I think that she won because she was wearing a suit, and they were confused. But
that must have been it. Pick that guy over there to win. Oh, wait a minute. That's a woman in a suit?
Damn it. We made history.
Oh, we fooled again.
Here's part of her speech.
So honored to be here, and I really want all the women in the room to stand up, because I feel like I don't get here without you guys.
And Timothée Chalamet was sort of the loser of the night. He lost to Michael B. Jordan, who won Best Actor, and 6 years of learning how to ping pong was all for nothing.
He's got to be pissed, right?
He's got to be so pissed. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, he's probably so pissed off that he spent so much time.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it was a good movie, and he was obviously very good in it just because of the fact that he looked like a professional ping pong player. I mean, he just really did a good job with that role, and I'm sure he thought to himself, if I dedicate 6 years of my life to this role, I've got it in the bag.
Yeah, but
he's thinking I should have just CGI'd all of it.
Well, of course, but also
Totally.
when actors say they spent X amount of years getting ready for a role, they're fudging the numbers a little bit.
It could be like 1 week a year.
Right, exactly. 1 week a year. Like 6 years ago, he played beer pong at his buddy's house, so he's counting that as well. There's no way 6 years working on ping pong. Come on.
But he had ping pong tables brought to sets of other movies that he did,
easy.
like Dune and stuff like that.
That's fun.
Yeah, it makes it right. Everyone at those movies is probably having a much better time. Thank God he's in a ping pong
if
movie.
you saw the movie, he's not doing normal ping pong. He's doing like 1960s style ping pong,
Right.
where you hold the ball like this and you try and do a weird like he looked like an idiot.
Remember,
outside of the movie.
Remember Tom Hanks said the same thing for Forrest Gump role, that he got real good at ping pong. And our big plan was to have the two of them battle it out. The two biggest ping pong movie stars of our generation battling it out in a pay-per-view, one-time only ping pong event. Winner gets Kylie Jenner.
I like it.
Tom
Great
Hanks
idea.
was like, all right, sign
He's
me
in.
up.
Let's do it.
And then there was a tie as well last night. It was a tie for Best Short Film. This has happened before. In fact, it's happened 7 times before in the Academy Awards. And this was Kumail Nanjiani announcing the winners.
And the Oscar goes to... It's a tie. I'm not joking. It's actually a tie. So everyone calm down. We're going to get through this. Focus up. Calm down. To remain calm. I'm going to name one winner. They'll come up, accept their award, and then I'll come back and name another winner, and then they'll accept their award, okay?
So that made it even longer. And then I think even one of the winners kind of gave a joke to Timothée Chalamet about some of the comments that he made about ballet and opera not getting any fan base anymore. So not only did he lose, he was also kind of the butt of a lot of jokes last night. All right, Access Hollywood has been canceled. Sad for Mario Lopez. He had a job for nearly 30 years. It was something...
Well, he wasn't the host for 30 years. I mean, he had it for the last, let's call it 7 years. He was
Only
not,
7?
Yeah, he wasn't the guy at the beginning. No way.
Well, no, not at the beginning, but like...
Well, I think at one point it was that Billy Bush guy, and then he got canceled because of the whole grab her by the pee thing, and then he came back or something. But, I feel like it was...
He came back, and they were like, it's fine, don't worry about it.
That's okay. You can grab her by the pee again. That's fine. But,
then we'll bring Dimples in here.
Yeah.
I guess I thought it was way more than 7 years.
I don't know how long you've been doing it for.
It felt like a long time.
But that's one of those shows that was always on. I never watched it, but it's so funny to watch the fans. Like, I watch this every night.
He joined in 2019.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's what it says here, yeah.
Damn, I guess I feel like
You round it up a little bit, just like the ping pong thing.
Well, I know
Give him all 30 years.
I know he wasn't there for the entire 30 years, but I imagined it was longer than like 6. I guess I just figured...
7's longer than 6.
Okay.
You're
I
right.
mean, you said 7, and then Omar said 6.
Yeah.
So I guess I just figured it was a lot longer
Did
than
you
that.
watch that show ever?
It was on in hotels. I watched it sometimes.
Right. But Lopez also has the hotels cornered because you walk in, he's immediately trying to peer pressure you to get a movie.
Didn't he take a giant dump in one of those bathrooms?
In which one?
Didn't you walk out of the bathroom after he took a giant dump in one?
Yes.
Really?
Would you
is
like
that
to
why
tell
he's
that?
on your enemy list?
Story?
He's on my enemy list, but it's for, I think that's not the main reason why. But
Want to give you a bathroom interview?
He would not give me a bathroom interview.
Hey, yeah, I'm happy to talk. What's up?
The bathroom, which had multiple stalls in it, was being held at the door, and I had to go. And it was being held at the door. No one else could go in. And I was thinking to myself, why can no one else go in? It's not a one-stall bathroom. It's a multi-stall bathroom. And then eventually Mario Lopez stumbles out, and he clearly had just been in there unloading. And it seems like that's a big move to shut down a bathroom that has multiple toilets for just yourself.
Yeah, but also
Aggressive move.
maybe he just needs privacy. Maybe he gets nervous.
What? So put him in a stall. There's other stalls there.
Yeah, I know, but maybe he's nervous about other people walking in while he's taking a dump.
Well, you wouldn't know because you're protected. It's anonymity under there. The only reason I knew it was Mario Lopez because
yeah, but if you're in your head and you're like sitting down going, I hope no one walks in. I hope no one walks in.
Well,
now someone has walked in.
but
Maybe he's
that's
going to
everyone.
interview me. This is going to be
Okay,
awkward.
This was before the bathroom interviews.
Just in case you're keeping track, the Steve Wilkes Show and Karamo are also going to be
Not
canceled.
Karamo!
I know. 2 other shows I had no idea were still on.
Terrible weekend.
And then finally, this happened over the weekend. There was a report about a bear that had wandered into somebody's home area in Monrovia, and then it attacked this woman. And as they were reporting on this, the KTLA reporter saw a bear wander into her camera shot, and then the people in the studio had a vast overreaction.
All those details coming up.
So you see the bear, and now they're panning back to the studio.
And yes, we all see that bear off to the right side. We'll get back with Aaron in just a moment. We all know California.
I see it now.
Okay, let's go back to Aaron Myers. We're going back.
You see that?
Oh,
Hear
that
that
guy.
guy in the background? Oh!
Oh, man.
Back now. Aaron, what are you seeing out there? And be careful, please.
Hi, you guys. You can see the bear actually walking into the trap, or nope, it was going to, but now it's walking out. We're going to step back a little bit.
And so it's just kind of chilling there. And then she just goes on to say that, anyway, and the bear has a baby in the area. And so she's just chilling over there. I'm like, this bear is going to bite this woman's head off at any moment. But she played it pretty cool.
KTLA has just laid off that bear. Oh, my God. They're continuing. Unbelievable. Heartless
After 30
bastards.
years.
Unbelievable.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Allie, great news as we kick off a brand new hour of the show. We're about to give someone a call, change their life forever, send them to England for some somber. But remember how we were talking about, we saw that the rhino from Ace Ventura was up for grabs at an auction. You could own that whole rhino, the rhino that gave birth to Ace Ventura when he climbed out of the ass of it.
We must own it.
And we were thinking we should get it and put it here in the KROQ studio, and every time we have a guest come in the studio, they can climb through the rhino ass and recreate the scene from Ace Ventura. Well, we found the people that actually own the rhinos. They own the whole rhino. They're auctioning it off. And we're going to try to butter them up in a moment, and so they give it to us before it hits the auction block, because we think it'll go for way too much money.
That's going to need a lot of buttering.
It's going to need a lot of buttering.
Because I think that thing was going for $12,000 last time we checked. I think it's gone way up from there.
Yeah, it's huge, too. I mean, you remember that movie, Ace Ventura, what an iconic scene. But we're going to talk to this guy in just a moment. Right now, though, let's go ahead and change someone's life forever by giving the good news that someone is moving from that standby boarding list, which means nothing to anyone. When you actually get on the boarding list, that's the real stuff, Allie. So here we go. Let's go ahead and give someone a call. Hopefully they answer. We did warn you guys, answer. A lot of times we do these calls live on the air and the people don't actually pick up, and then we just have to move down the list. So someone that was on the standby boarding list is awaiting us.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling.
Oh, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Klein Alley. We're live on KROQ. We're trying to give you a trip to England.
Oh, my God.
There you are.
Hi. You screened our call?
Well, yeah, it's automatic with the new phone.
Mine does this, too.
Oh, everyone has to announce themselves?
There's a setting where they have to announce why they're calling and who they are.
Oh, okay.
And then you can hear it and decide if you want to pick up. And I'm glad you decided to pick up.
Do you want to take this call or not?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I think so.
This is Samantha, I believe. And Samantha, you are moving from the standby boarding list to the actual boarding list. You are on your way to England to see Somber.
Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much. This is awesome.
Ever been?
I'm shaking.
Have you ever been to England or seen Somber?
No, I've never been out of the country. So
there you go, 2 firsts.
Look at you. Of all of the calls you've pre-screened, this has to be the best one, right?
100%.
Okay, good.
I can definitely say that for sure.
All right, well, congratulations. And for anyone who is annoyed right now that we didn't call them, just understand that Samantha could have screened us, but she picked up. And as a result, she's heading to England. And congratulations, and thank you for starting your day on KROQ. Listen to that moment right there.
Quietly crying to herself.
That's what it's all about.
And we get to witness it.
Who are you bringing with you on the trip?
I'm going to have to bring my boyfriend.
I'm going to have to.
He'll be thrilled.
No, I've been talking about it all weekend, so he's definitely prepped for the possibility.
Nice.
Klein Alley
One of the biggest weeks in Hollywood. Obviously, the Academy Awards last night, just up the street from where we do the show every single day. And then you watch these movies and you go, where's all the cool stuff from the movies go? Where do all these iconic props go after they're done shooting? Now, I would argue the stars steal some of the stuff, give it out as Christmas gifts to their friends and assistants, etc. But then other stuff over the years disappears, and then people find it, and then you hear these stories every week about the harpoon from Jaws is now available at auction. You can own the official harpoon that was used to kill Jaws.
The Terminator jacket.
Right. And you go, wow, that's pretty cool. And then sometimes there's great stories behind how they found these things or how they got them and how they authenticated them. And PropStore has got this big auction happening right now. Allie and I were at an event last week to look at some of the stuff, including the volleyball, because we really wanted to buy it for Vanessa because she's the person that gets drunk and flirts with volleyballs.
And we were like, why doesn't she flirt with the Tom Cruise of volleyballs?
This is the, I would argue, the Tom Hanks of volleyballs. It is the most famous of all of the volleyballs because it is the one from, the island movie. Castaway.
The island movie.
Good job, man.
I didn't do my research. But anyway, it's so funny. Jake, who got heckled at his own comedy show, was so hurt about it. And Jake is the official heckler of our show. All he does all day is sit back there in the nerd hole and heckle us when we say anything that's even a little off. Mm-hmm. But Jake got a little heckled at his comedy show, and he had a tantrum.
I have a tantrum.
Oh, we'll play the audio later.
Big heckle.
Don't dish it if you can't take it.
But then we found out that these are the same people that own the rhino from Ace Ventura When Nature Calls that gave the butt birth scene the iconic status that it has.
Yes,
we were
and
thinking
we learned.
we could get this thing and put it right here in the KROQ studios.
Yeah, and then anytime we have a comedian in, like Brad Williams or, anyway, like Ice Cube, next time we have him in.
Greg Fitzsimmons later today. They could come right through
a rhino's anus.
The rhino's
You
ass.
really think Ice Cube?
Yeah.
The mother effing Ice Cube is going to do that?
After winning his
I think
Razzie
it's
Award.
hilarious.
You'd be thrilled.
Okay.
Yeah, if we said to every guest, it's
a requirement.
When you come into the studio, you have to come through this rhino's ass. And they go, wow, man, like in Ace Ventura when nature calls?
Yeah,
you better believe it.
You better believe it.
So we have the COO of Prop Store on with us right now. And Brandon, we're going to attempt to butter you up to get this thing before it goes to auction. But what is the current value of the giant rhinoceros and ass from Ace Ventura right now?
Hey, the bidding is up to $20,000, but there's still time. You guys can get in there. You need this thing.
Man,
$20,000. So that's something that started out. You estimated it between like $5,000 and $8,000. And is this one of the few items that is getting way more than you thought it would as far as bids?
I mean, look, it happens. We can't predict exactly what's going to attract the attention, what's going to get a lot of bidding. We have some idea, but, it's not the only piece that's had a lot of action. I guess it's had more action than I would have expected because it is quite large. I mean, we're talking about a 12-foot prop fiberglass rhino here. So if you want the thing, you got to have some space to store it,
And you did mention, because we were curious about this, we asked a lot of questions, probably way more than we should have about the rhino's ass, but you've had to replace the skin by the ass of the rhino, correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
You had to rebuild the ass.
It is a slight footnote. It's not the original latex rhino butt skin. It has been replaced during the restoration. But it's still the rhino itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one and only. You're not going to find another with an original skin. So.
And how do you know, like, when you get this rhinoceros from Ace Ventura or any of the other props that you have, that it's a real deal one and not a cheap knockoff or a counterfeit? Yeah, someone that just had a giant big rhino that was at some lame kids attraction that tried to sell it off as the official one from Ace Ventura. How do you authenticate that?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. It's a big part of our process is the research and authentication. So with this one specifically, it came out of the Planet Hollywood collection. They had it since the film was made in the 1990s. At that time, a lot of films were wrapping their productions and sending all their stuff straight to Planet Hollywood. Like you were saying at the beginning, like what happens to all this stuff? Ultimately, nobody can keep these things forever. They do tend to spread. And at that time, Planet Hollywood was one of the common homes. So it's a combination of where did it come from and then looking at it today. And even though it's been restored, there are small little tells on it, like extra holes that are drilled around where they've mounted the hinges that match up exactly to the screen. So there's a lot of little subtle things that let you know this is the one. I've never heard of a counterfeit Ace Ventura Rhino. I guess it's possible, but this would be a slightly odd one for somebody to try to fake.
What is the movie or movie franchise that has the highest markup as far as when things go up for auction? Like I saw the R2-D2 head, and I'm thinking Star Wars must be the most desirable of any merch, kind of like Kurt Cobain is to, alternative rock.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair statement. I mean, look, it's all about the biggest titles, the biggest franchises, what's going to have the largest fan base. And then the specific price point just comes down to, like, how prominent is that item in the movie? Is it something that you could show to a person on the street and they would know what it is, like a giant rhino, et cetera, et cetera?
Mm-hmm. Well, I did notice, and I didn't realize, obviously, as Ali said, the Star Wars stuff, the Jaws stuff, all the iconic movie stuff's getting the buzz. But you have some things, for instance, you have the alligator head from Happy Gilmore, the one-eye alligator that bit off Chubbs' hand. And that head that was the official alligator head from Happy Gilmore, the original Happy Gilmore. And what could a guy like me get that for right now? What is the value of that currently?
I think current bidding on that one is around $6,000 or $7,000, so a little bit more tame than the rhino, and it's a little bit more manageable. Also, it's smaller.
$6,000, you get the official head from the one-eyed alligator that bit off Chubbs' hand.
That is totally worth it.
But when it goes to auction, sky's the limit. All you need is two millionaires that are trying to prove they're better than each other, and then the things could shoot up in price, right? All you need is two angry guys that are stubborn.
I mean, I'm not saying they're angry or stubborn, but you're generally describing the dynamic. Absolutely. Auction's coming up in a week and a half, so we'll see you on auction day.
But something like I think you have the sweater from the Big Lebowski as well. Is that one going for way more?
The one worn by the Big Lebowski? The sweater? You have that up for grabs?
So you're saying was it the one worn? With props and costumes, there's always multiples. So we've actually sold one other sweater in the past, and I think it's been stated that Jeff Bridges still has one as well. So we have one of the Lebowski sweaters. It does have paperwork from the costume rental house showing this exact one went into the production. Is it the main one? Possibly not. Jeff Bridges may have the main one, but this is one of the, let's say, one of 3 or 4 Lebowski sweaters.
What would that cost?
I think it's about It's about 10 grand right now, which is pretty conservative, I would say.
That's
that
that
could
bad.
definitely do more.
Think about how iconic that was. One of the most famous sweaters of all time.
I know, but I keep waiting for him to have one item that's like, all right, this one no one's really sleeping. Everyone's sleeping on. It's only $4.
A button from the sweater.
Yeah, I mean, are you selling buttons? I mean, couldn't you break these down like in trading cards? I'm a ripper now. I rip packs of cards.
I just put a piece of the sweater.
Yeah, a piece of the sweater. Maybe a more affordable way to break. If you cut up that Lebowski sweater into 25 little pieces, don't you think you'd make your money back?
I mean, it does. We don't do that. It does happen. We have had trading card companies that come in and buy things. Once they buy it, they can do what they like with it. We're all about preserving these things, so we try to not have them get cut up. Although, look, different strokes for different folks. I get it. It's like ultimately more people wind up owning a small bit of it that way. So I can't knock it completely, but we try to put the scissors away where we can.
Do you know the most expensive item you've ever sold and how much you sold it for?
I do, yeah. It was last year. We had a Darth Vader lightsaber from The Empire Strikes Back, the actual lightsaber used in the movie, and that went for $2.85 million hammer price.
I guess you can't really cut that up and put it in a baseball card.
No, sadly.
You know what I saw, though, that would be cool, Klein, is they had the Fight Club rules. The rules from Fight Club.
Oh,
that's a good one. The paper rules, yeah.
Well, the first rule is you don't talk about Fight Club.
But you can talk about the rules. On radio.
Yeah, but you can't talk about the rules.
But what a cool thing to put, that's a cool thing to own and put up in your house, right?
Yeah, that's a cool one. You just like, kids, new rules in the house. Read them. They're on the wall.
It's on the bathroom
wall.
Auction.
The propauction.com auction officially happens the 25th of March to the 27th. There's in-person bidding at the Peterson Automotive Museum, just down the street from us on Wilshire Boulevard. And then the online, days 2 and 3 online and absentee bidding, where people can, from all over the world can place bids. Are there other countries that usually seem to swipe in and take all this stuff, or is this stuff go to, like, Americans? I feel like there's got to be some Russian millionaire that's buying it all, right?
I mean, it's definitely a global buyer base. It's not any one specific country. We're sending packages all over, Europe, Australia, Far East, Asia, everywhere. Definitely the largest percentage of buyers is here in the U.S. Obviously population and just, look, this is the home of Hollywood. But there's interest from all over. You never know who's going to step in. Every auction has got a slightly different bidder pool, has new people stepping in. So, who knows who may be bidding in this one.
Yeah, there could be some rich Saudi that just buys the whole lot.
Buys every single thing and just burns it for fun. Call. Hey, Brandon, the COO of Prop Store is on with us now. Let me ask you, in the world of collectibles, every time we have a big name guest that comes by KROQ, we usually take a piece of their garbage when they're done with it, and then we have a celebrity trash museum that's on the wall of our office. Johnny, what's our best thing in there right now? We have a few things in there that could be of value. Give me some of the things. I want to see if Brandon could ballpark what this is worth.
All right. Maddie Healy of the 1975's half-smoked cigarette.
Let's do it. You got slight ATF issues there because I don't know if we can sell cigarettes, but if we could get the tobacco out of it, maybe we could sell just the filter, but let's try it. I think that would be a great auction. People would talk about it in the same way they're talking about the Rhino.
Do you remember you remember Haktua Girl? Remember the international superstar known as Haktua Girl?
I've heard of it.
So she came to California for the first time, and we took her plane ticket. Haley Welch is her real name, and we have her plane ticket of her first trip ever on. I think it was her first trip ever on an airplane.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
And we have her ticket.
Maybe we start the bidding at $500 on that one.
So here's the thing: is we could, you know how we went to your event and you see all the stuff that's going to be up for auction. We could do the same with our trash museum. We could set it all up in that fancy hotel and then do a big auction.
Totally.
All right.
Totally.
We're going to take a picture and send you some of this.
Date.
We have a lot of celebrity trash here, so. I can't wait to see what this is worth.
Keep building the collection. In a couple of years, we'll have a great auction.
One clarifying question on the text line. Did they shoot the Rhino interiors inside of that Rhino as well? Was that the one that Jim Carrey was inside of, or is it just the
I think there would have been a second one. I think this is the one you're seeing from the exterior. There would have been a second one, probably without a side body wall, because they got to have a place to fit the big camera, right?
Yeah.
So there would have been a second one that's just for the inserts, which is Carrey sitting in the interior. I don't know what happened to that one. If you have it, give us a call.
Also, I just want to point out, Allie, the one thing at the auction that I just found that I think I could maybe afford is sadly, it's not a prop, but it is
the pamphlet.
It's a pamphlet that explains all of the things up for grabs. It's free. No, they have an original drawing of the woman responsible for my first erection.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh.
From Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You want to buy that?
And
How much is that going
What would
for?
that cost me to buy an original animation cell of Jessica Rabbit, the woman responsible for my first erection?
Something like that probably is going to go for between $1,000 and $2,000.
Dude, do it.
Not bad.
What do you?
It would look good on the wall.
Can you cut it up? I could just buy some Cleve or something.
Jesus. What do you be a cheapskate? That's your first erection. It's priceless.
I should buy that.
And then you can authenticate it. You know what I mean?
All right, great. Brandon, a pleasure. We're going to put up all the information on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show, if anyone super rich is listening or wants to pull some money together and buy some of this cool, one-of-a-kind movie stuff. And we'll have you on again. Great, good talking to you.
Hey, thank you guys. Good luck in the auction. Get that Rhino.
Let's go, Rhino.
K-Rock. It's K-Rock Spring Fling. We're flinging out 4-packs of one-day one-park tickets to Disney, California Adventure Park, or Disneyland Park. Make memories that last a lifetime during the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration. From dazzling entertainment, new experiences, and festive touches that make every moment feel truly special. Listen all weekend for your chance to win. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice.
K-Rock Klein Alley Show. Your brackets should be filled out by now. You have a few days to get that done. Mine's already somehow busted. None of the games have even happened yet. But here at K-Rock, it is time for an annual tradition where we celebrate the worst of the worst, and that is what we call March Badness. And in honor of this being a big drinking week, not just because we've had crazy weather, good day drinking weather here in Southern California, but because tomorrow's St. Paddy's Day. And there's a lot of drinkers, a lot of different types of drinkers out there. It's an opportunity now for you to nominate the worst of the worst when it comes to drinking.
I would already like to nominate what I saw over the weekend, which is the amateur drinker that goes way too hard, way too fast.
Like 3 days a year, they're drinking days. They're like the New Year's Eve and the St. Paddy's Day and the Cinco de Mayo drinker.
Within an hour, they're in the back of an ambulance.
Yeah.
Or getting some kind of medical attention at the St. Patrick's Day parade.
It's always funny when you show up to like a festival and you're there relatively early and there's already someone in the first aid tent on the stretcher.
It's been 1 hour since that it opened.
Right. Because at some point you're like, I will drink as much as I can drink as quickly as I can drink it. And then you get to a point where you're like, I got to figure out a proper way to pace myself so I'm not the person in the first aid tent by 9:30 a.m.
Exactly.
Right.
So you got to nominate that person.
The number to join us is 800-520-1067. We will take our 8 favorite, throw them on a bracket, let you battle it out on Instagram. But it is all about nominating the worst of the worst in the world of drinkers. And there's so many different ways that you can be a bad drinker. Yes, Omar, you're next up on nominees.
I want to nominate the guy where you're feeling good, you're drinking out. You know what? Let me buy you a beer, and he proceeds to order a pitcher of beer.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then you're hooked on you're on the line to pay for the entire pitcher.
What's the worst is the guy who offers a pitcher then blames you for it.
When you say to someone that you work with, I'd like to buy you a beer, which beer would you like? And he says, a pitcher.
Uh-huh.
There is that person, though, where you're like, let me buy you a drink, and they order something really expensive. Not even just a pitcher. It's like, I'm going to get top shelf booze or whatever it is. And you're like, hey, I didn't want to spend $28 on your drink.
Or also, I mean, I guess this would be a different nominee altogether, but the overcomplicated. Like, it's a drink.
Oh, yeah.
And the person acts
with
as
a
if.
Twist.
Can you make sure that is, you rub the rim with the lemon and you do a twist, not
I don't
a
like
squeeze?
it very dry. And then you even ask, what do you got back there? What kind of vermouth is that?
Yeah.
805 wanted to nominate the person that asks to taste test everything. Let me try that beer. No, not that one.
That's also Jake, by the way.
I don't taste that one.
That wasn't me.
I don't like that either.
Could you bring me a sample of that one? Try that one as well. How about the person that returns a Budweiser, someone pointed out?
Yeah, that is
Bud
crazy.
Light, and it was skunky, and I was right.
That was also Jake. That's amazing. How many of these nominees are all stuff that Jake's done?
Didn't you also get offered to buy, someone bought you a drink when we were in Colorado and you bought like a drink that was flaming?
No, that was with a drink ticket.
Okay.
But yes.
But it's still the most expensive.
But they told me to use the tickets for those expensive drinks because they were used for that, and they told me hey, don't use this for a beer because you can just get beers for cheap, but these are good for the cocktail in the special lounge.
So funny.
Did I see that you didn't know how to blow it out and you didn't know how to drink it? You were going to drink it while I was on fire?
I just asked if I was supposed to blow it out. I thought maybe it went out by itself.
What do you think,
Yeah,
man?
714 said the nominee is for the person that gets the "Hey, look at me" drink, which is either
Totally
on
the
fire
flaming drink.
or
He did it himself. My recipe didn't call for
What
flames.
nominations are not Jake? At this point?
Every nominee is Jake.
damn it.
You're
I
going to
didn't
win.
want to play this, and
You're going to win. Jake, you're going to win March Badness. Unbelievable. Hey, David, welcome to KROQ. It's March Badness. Open nominees in honor of this being a good drinking week, St. Patty's Day, good weather, etc. What is your nominee for the worst of the worst in the categories of drinkers?
The emotional drinker.
Yeah, the one who brings up their ex or the past or anything that they can find a reason to cry about.
You could be having a great time, and someone could have one sip of wine and start
a drink, and they're like, "I love you, and I'm so missing you." And
we have a drunk friend who will make backhanded comments. The drunker she gets, and be like, "Anyway, you guys never invite me to anything." And you're like, "What?" And you're like, but then when she's sober, it's like, hey, oh my God, so good to see you. And then it's like, anyway, the birthday party, where was I? Guess I wasn't there.
626 would like to nominate the person that has such a complicated beer to pronounce that they...
that's a good one, too.
Like they say it's like pronounced Francis Connor or Wyfensponsor.
God damn it.
That's an interesting one.
Francis Connor's easy to say.
Yeah.
562 wants to nominate the person that you have to take care of, a.k.a. the guy from Breckenridge who got brought into the back of a cop car.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. That one was not
the first
Jake.
Not Jake.
That was the first Not Jake nominee we've received in this round of March Badness.
213, the drinker that starts hitting on everything with two legs once they're drunk.
Yeah, they get sometimes... the amount of confidence that someone gets with the amount of alcohol doesn't add up. You've had one sip of beer, and all of a sudden now you're whistling at people as they walk by.
Yeah, and that's usually the same person who can also... they don't have a sense of personal space. They usually get really close to you or start touching you when you really don't want them to.
Laura on KROQ, it's March Badness, the first official bracket of the season, and we were trying to figure out who is the worst drinker. And by the way, also good public service announcement if you plan on doing some day drinking tomorrow or perhaps today. Some people don't wait around. Allie was drinking St. Patty's Day drinks all weekend at a big St. Patty's Day parade. Hey, Laura, who's your nominee for?
Or that person that sits for everyone that's buying rounds, and when it's their turn to buy a round, they're nowhere to be found.
God, that is a great nominee, man. I had a friend.
Where'd you go?
Balloons. It was just this thing. He's like, I think it's your round. I'll get the next one. I'll get the next one. And then when it was time, when there was no other people, it was his turn. He was gone. What happened last night? I don't know. You left before it was your time to buy a round, you dick.
Ridiculous. What about the person who always throws up in the Uber?
Always?
That person is the throw-up person. And you get in the Uber and you're like, oh, man, it's a 20-minute drive. It's going to feel like a long 20 minutes.
Hey, Chewy, it's March Badness. We're accepting your open nominees now. We'll put together our bracket and post it up on Klein Alley Show Instagram. You can battle it out with your friends. It's way more fun than college basketball. What's up, Chewy?
Sweet dip, guys. What's going on? I would like to nominate the worst of the worst, the guy that shows up to barbecues or group functions with beer only for themselves.
Also Jake. Also,
someone you could have had some.
And then you take the cooler with the remaining beers back home with you.
They're mine.
That's another.
But if you bring them somewhere, you got to leave them, dude.
Communal.
No one wanted them.
That's another Jake nominee right
No
there.
one knew they were there. They were locked up.
Yeah, you took them. You bring your own personal
I didn't
cooler.
drink anybody else's. I drank my own.
Right.
We would just see him throughout the day. Like, where do you even get that beer?
Matt, currently, if I'm looking at the bracket right, Jake is the number one seed in all quadrants of the bracket. Hey, Matt, go ahead. You're on KROQ March Badness. What do you got?
Oh, I could probably fill out your entire bracket. I managed Sharkies in Hermosa Beach for over a decade, but worst guy was the guy who would drink 90% of his drink and purposely bump into somebody and drop it on the ground and demand that they
buy them a new drink. Yeah, the drink scam. This happens a lot too. People drink most of it, and then there's even if they're at the bar, they do a little spilly. Oh man, I spilled my drink.
So you can at least get half of your drink for free.
Yeah, the bartender's like, I guess I'll make you another one. But that's a great nominee right there.
408. I wanted to nominate the person that always tries to fight with the people that they're with. Always picking a fight with cousins, friends, whoever's around. 657 wants to nominate the guy that brings his dog to a bar.
People like that guy. Dogs make people happy.
Clearly. Congratulations. Clearly we have a runaway winner in the first bracket. Yes.
This is rigged.
It's happening before our very eyes.
Look at the text line, Jake. It's interesting. Anyway, we will pick our 8 favorites, and there's so many. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everyone. We'll put the bracket up at Klein Alley Show. You can decide once and for all in the first bracket of badness who is the worst of the worst drinkers. Don't be this person tomorrow. or today, or any day for that matter. Foo Fighters now. KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
World famous KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ. 20 minutes to go. Get you into Disneyland. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 one-day, one-park tickets will be yours at 9 a.m. So be ready to get those tickets from us later this morning. And then the bribery continues. We've got 4 tickets for you to go to the Fanatics Flag Football Classic happening this Saturday at BMO with Tom Brady will be there. And Rob Gronkowski, the reunion, many others. We will get you into that as well. Quickly, Allie, a quick warning for anyone who listens to our show. You are being spied on.
Hey, so this message is for Allie. I just wanted to say thank you for her sharing the fact that she's trying to expand her family. But I do have a complaint, is that all of a sudden...
Allie shouldn't breed. That's my complaint.
I don't want more of you.
One of you is plenty.
All of a sudden, now I'm getting messages and pop-ups about IVF treatments and doctor referrals. Granted, I am not about to have another baby. If you were ever in doubt that your phone is listening to you, it is listening to you while I'm listening to you guys on the radio.
People have said this to us a few times. They say they'll listen to our show, and then something that we talk about on the show, they will then start getting ads for, pop-ups for, and it does feel like we all have accepted the fact that we're being spied on 24/7, right?
Yeah, so it's just suggesting, like, here's another weird, bad comedy show for you to go to.
Right, just constantly that. And I get it. And
get a nose job today.
All that stuff, all the stuff we make fun of each other for, you're probably getting mentions of it on your phone.
My major concern, and this is where I'm getting a little ticked off, is that I may get advertisements for all of the messed up, jacked up songs that Jake keeps putting on the damn radio.
Oh, wow.
That makes me want to vomit in my mouth.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for always making me laugh. And sweet divots.
She seems like she's in a great mood.
That's nice. I actually want to turn our attention away from Jake for a moment, and I have a bone to pick with a different person on the show. Someone who has been very passionate about something for many years, and I have not experienced this in a while, and I had the chance to experience it firsthand over the weekend. And Omar...
Yeah.
I do not know why you are such a fan of parades. I have officially moved over into the anti-parade category.
You got to turn in your gay card then.
As a gay,
you're not gay.
I think, and I've been to a number of pride parades as well. Granted, I haven't been to like the Rose Parade and some of the most famous parades out there, but one of Katie's dreams for this year was to drive all the way up to the Bay Area to go to the San Francisco St. Patrick's Day Parade. It was the 175th anniversary. I was like, okay, this is a lot of effort to go through.
Is it like a combo of like a bar crawl too, or?
Nope. It was a combination of a bunch of teenagers drinking and a few families that were all there celebrating their heritage in San Francisco. And what it ended up being was, and now the oldest Bagpipers Association group walking through and playing the bagpipes.
Yeah, you went to a crap parade.
And now District 13's mayor.
Well, most parades are filler.
Mark blah. There's a wave on a little convertible. There was a marching band. Yep. That's like 30 seconds of entertainment, and now the Irish Steppers of St. Mary's Church.
That sounds great. How were they?
They're terrible. They're all kids.
Sounds. I mean,
steppers.
And now here's the next generation of kid bagpipers. How exciting! And now here's another old car.
It brings the community together. It's like everybody's just like hanging out, having a good time. It's not all about the level of talent that you're going to see.
You're a self-hating gay.
Look, I understand the purpose of a parade is to bring everyone together. And the gay parade, that does have a thing for me specifically where I'm like, oh, look at this old cop and his gimp. They can be themselves.
Right.
That's exciting.
Right.
And for this, it just seemed like there was so much travel and so much effort to get there early and to sit there and then to just have and I don't know if where you sit or stand matters, Omar. We were positioned right across from the stage at the very end of the parade where they announce who everybody is.
It's a great place to be.
And
great, yeah.
Now you know which unknowns you're looking at.
Yeah, but you know what? By the end of the parade route, all the people that are giving stuff away are out of stuff.
How long was the parade?
Oh, endless. We left.
You did?
I couldn't take it anymore.
It's funny.
I couldn't
How long
take
were you
more.
there?
I mean, we were probably standing there for an hour and a half.
It's funny that
and it wasn't over.
Allie, who doesn't like parades other than the gay parade, doesn't like this one with all the bagpipes. The bagpipe is the gayest of all the instruments.
Yes, and they're all men wearing skirts.
Yeah, you would think you would have been into that. You could have just fooled yourself or drank enough that you could have just assumed it was like a little bit of a drunker gay pride.
And now
gay pride with less good
National
bodies.
Elevators Coalition, and then they've got a little elevator float that they've made, and it's all green because it's St. Patrick's Day.
You just went to a bad parade.
Bad parade.
Well, it was the 175th anniversary. I thought it was going to be the best one that they've got.
All parades, I'm with you on this, and I've been saying this for a while, suck. Omar's the guy that gets there early, tries to camp out, grab some real estate. You know, he loves parades.
And you're standing in one position for a very long time. You're either in a giant wall-to-wall crowd of people where you can't breathe, or you're just the best case scenario is you're just standing there.
But you can
Let me tell
right?
you about a couple of parades that I want to get off my bucket list. Is like the Mardi Gras parade. You guys would want to do that, right?
Great parade.
That's just naked people.
What about Carnival? You guys would want to go to Brazil and witness Carnival?
Again.
I went. You know what? I'll admit it.
Maybe I just want to perv out at parades.
Omar,
maybe you're just a pervert.
You don't like parades. You like boobs, Omar.
Okay.
I'm with you on.
Yeah, that's like when bird watchers quote or have their binoculars because they're bird watching, but they're just all perving. Omar's just a parade. He's parades is his big cover to look at boobs.
And I've also walked in a parade, and that's exhausting too because you're doing so much waving, and then you're trying to get everyone woo, and then another 20 minutes later, woo! And then you're like, oh my God, how long is this parade route?
Allie,
it's been a mile and a half of slow-ass walking.
According to the text line, we must immediately revoke your gay card and give it to Omar. Omar, congratulations. You're the show gay now.
I love it.
562 said Omar's the gayest on the show by far.
All right, well, you know what? Let's do most least gayest on the show for our next most least. I don't think Allie's going to win that one.
No, I don't think I will.
Because Omar's worn makeup. He's worn mesh shirts before.
Yeah. Kissed guys.
I think he's taken ecstasy and kissed a guy. Omar, you could be the new show gay.
Yeah, but Johnny's right up there, too. Vagina, don't forget about him.
Johnny does show his belly button a lot. So it's going to be a real battle at the top of that list.
I'm not wearing a shirt today either.
All right. What a queer.
Why?
Got to take a break. We'll be back after this.
You are loud and clear.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Do some news now, and then we will get you into Disneyland with 4 tickets. And then we've got a decent hour in store for you that includes the return of our good buddy Greg Fitzsimmons, an annual tradition right before St. Patty's Day. Greg Fitzsimmons will be here. He'll break down Johnny's stand-up comedy set from Johnny's first time ever trying stand-up this past Friday night. And we'll get to all of that, plus a big surprise as we kick off the 9 o'clock hour. As if Disneyland tickets were not enough, I believe we're going to world premiere some brand new music, and we'll get into all of that coming up very soon. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
All right, we talked about the awards. We talked about the In Memoriams, the big Oscar tie. Now let's talk about the host. Conan O'Brien, it was his second year in a row. He's very lovable. He delivered a safe amount of edge, which I think is why the Oscars liked him. Here were some of the funnier moments, and then I will get to his edgiest joke of the night.
Security is extremely tight tonight. Just got to mention that, yeah. I'm told there's concerns about attacks from both the opera and ballet communities. They're just mad you left out jazz. It's the first time since 2012.
So this is what I think was his edgiest joke, and he starts talking about how this is the first time since 2012 that there's been no British person nominated.
It's the first time since 2012. First time since 2012 that there are no British actors nominated for Best Actor or Best Actress. Yeah. British spokesperson said, yeah, well, at least we arrest our pedophiles. So, you got that
Good joke.
I thought that was a pretty good joke. That was probably my favorite.
If you're watching from Spain...
Oh, this is another great one where he basically called out the fact that, yes, there's a lot going on in the world, there's war, but this is also a celebration for many, many countries who make content, right? And to celebrate them is important. And then he went on to speak to some of those countries.
If you're watching from Spain, hola, soy Conan O'Brien. Es un placer darle la bienvenida a los Oscars. If you're seeing us in Argentina, hola, soy Conan O'Brien. Y es un placer darle la bienvenida a los Oscars. And to our friends in Los Angeles, hola, soy Conan O'Brien. Es un placer darle la bienvenida.
And then this next joke...
He stole your bit, Allie. He learned Spanish.
He did.
That's one of Allie's bits.
And he's bringing back the Macarena, too, I'm sure.
A white person speaking Spanish is hilarious. And he figured out a better way to do it, and as a whiter person, it's unbelievable.
I know. I think he's the only one whiter than I am.
He's the only whiter person on the planet.
This was my favorite bombed joke. This did not go over well, but I thought it was great.
F1 received 4 nominations. F1 did so well, they're making a sequel, Caps Lock.
It's a funny joke. I got a laugh. Yeah, it's a keyboard joke.
Some of these I do for myself.
So, I mean, overall, I think Conan O'Brien's just so lovable. Even if it's, like, just funny enough, I think he does a great job. All right, here is a new side hustle for you to make up for all the extra money that you're probably spending on gas or air travel or anything at the grocery store. Get a job doing chores with a body camera on. People in LA are getting paid money to strap small cameras to their hands, their heads, their wrists while doing everyday chores in their homes. And then the footage is used to train artificial intelligence, who will eventually take your job anyway.
Oh, great.
And
for
robots,
the home robot.
Yes, for the home robots
The
to
maid
better
robots.
understand how humans perform tasks.
Well, I'm the last person they should follow. I'm not good at it, but...
That's what's so fascinating to me. So they're basically doing chores like making coffee or washing dishes or cleaning a bathroom or folding laundry. And the footage is used to teach AI to grasp an object properly or move through a space like a human or decide how to sequence a task like rinse, soap, scrub, rinse.
Right.
But if a person is bad at doing those chores, the robot is going to be bad at doing that chore.
Or they'll learn that this is the way to not do it. Like this is the way the dumb human did it.
I don't think they know that. They just know the way you want to accomplish it because they're learning from you.
But if they're learning, let's just say they've got they got cameras strapped to 19 different people, whatever. They're going to do the way the woman does it because it's going to be better. Right? I mean, let's be honest.
Not my house.
You're telling me Dumpster Dad doesn't know how to
Dumpster Dad is not good at cleaning around the house.
If it was in my house, it'd be like, and okay, she's got a camera strap, and now she is just setting the plate in the sink and walking away.
The robot would just stop doing after one dish.
She's not even rinsing.
And just scratch himself for a while, go back to the fridge and eat a snack. And the robot would learn nothing.
Yeah, that's how humans move throughout the space. And then finally, we'll finish with a feel-good story about a DoorDash driver who hopefully has doored his last dash thanks to people donating a bunch of money to him. He's very old. He's in his 70s. That's
There
what he
he
sounds
is.
like.
Wow.
He's a 70-year-old DoorDash driver, and this woman saw him very slowly deliver an order to her house, and she felt bad.
Camera video of a 78-year-old DoorDash driver named Richard who dropped off her order and to try and track him down and tip him $200. Well, after locating him, Brittany Smith learned that Richard's wife lost her job. The couple was struggling to cover their monthly bills and the price of medications. The couple would often make deliveries together. Smith created a GoFundMe page with the goal of possibly raising around $20,000 to help the couple go back into retirement. Well, the internet came through in a big way with donations still pouring in. Nearly $570,000 have been raised.
So now any DoorDash driver is going to go in an old people suit.
That's a great idea.
Trying to get some sympathy, get some money raised.
Limping up the driveway.
The guy's definitely playing it up.
I don't think that guy is, but I think a lot of other
It's
people
probably
will.
Johnny Knoxville in that bad breath.
Johnny Knoxville made another $500,000. Hey, caller 20. Let's get you to Disneyland right now. 800-520-1067. Come back, give you those tickets, and then world premieres some new music on KROQ next.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your KROQ just after 9 o'clock. Let's get you some Disneyland tickets. We'll be doing that all day, all week. 9, noon, 3, and 6. 4 packs of tickets. You can go to Disneyland. I know that's why you're really here. And then we will world premiere some new music with our very special morning show correspondent, Megan Holiday, who is hanging out with a band down at the KROQ studios on ground level. It's a band too big to talk to us. They're not going to take the elevator up, Allie. They're going to talk to Megan Holiday down
We are
below.
not worth the elevator trip.
No. Also, this hour we'll be joined in studio by our good buddy Greg Fitzsimmons. Back at it again for another pre-St. Patty's Day hang in the KROQ studios. Let me say good morning to caller 20 right now, which puts us on Mark in Claremont. Hey, Mark, good morning.
Yo, what's up? Let's go, boys!
You are going to Disneyland with 4 tickets. Congratulations. Have fun and enjoy all of the churros you can handle.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Start your day with us. Love that energy. All right, let's head downstairs right now to Megan Holiday. Hanging out with, I'll let her tell you which band she's hanging out with, and then we'll listen to some brand new music from that band. World premiere on KROQ. Hello, Megan.
All right, thank you. Klein Alley Show. It's your girl, Megan Holiday. I'm here downstairs with Ben and Nick of Death Cab for Cutie. Say what's up, guys.
Hello. Hi.
I'm so excited that you are here today because we are about to debut your brand new song, Riptides. And this is going to be off of your brand new album, I Built You a Tower, which is coming out on June 5th. So tell us about this new album and, just leading into it and what people can expect from getting to hear this new album.
This is a much more stripped down version of Death Cab for Cutie than maybe people have heard in a while. Probably, I think it's more akin to our first 3-ish records as far as it's not a super adorned record. It's a very raw kind of rock record, and we just wanted to get back in a room and just have our band sound like what we sound like when we play live. So I feel it's pretty immediate, and there's some pretty loud stuff on it. And as we get older, we're just kind of raging against the dying of the light. Just want to make as much noise as we possibly can.
Hell yeah. And we appreciate you for that. I also feel like in this album, especially with this song Riptides that we're about to play, we're going to world premiere it right now, the lyrics are just so poignant to what is going on in the world. And I'm just going to reference them. I'm too tired to talk. I'm too tired to end the war, and I can't seem to hold it together anymore. Obviously, you wrote this song a while ago. But for all of us right now who are just going through things and the world is, going through stuff, can you just talk a little bit about where you were at when you were writing this song and really what you want people, the emotion that you want people to leave with after listening to the song?
Well, first, let's say I really wish it was not as relatable
100%.
as it is right now, given what's going on in the Middle East. But, I was going through an incredibly difficult time personally, and the world also seemed to be on fire. And I think we've all experienced something like this where we are going through a personal turmoil or pain or trauma or whatever it might be. And there are things happening in the world that seem so much larger than us. They're affecting so many more people. And it's almost a crippling effect that happens to us when we are sitting with our own pain, trying to kind of make sense of it. But also we're looking out in the world and seeing people who are truly suffering and trying, and it makes it almost worse on ourselves that when we are trying to when we're comparing what's happening to us to what's happening in the world. And I found in the time I was writing the song that it was just, I felt exhausted by it. So as with a lot of the songs I write, I don't want people to be able to relate to them. But I think if people do relate to the song, hopefully it is a song that reminds you that you're not alone.
Yes.
That this is something that we're all experiencing right now, and that we should be talking about it. We should be sitting with ourselves and with our feelings and talking about them with people, mental health professionals probably primarily, but also that, but most importantly, that we're just not alone. And this is something we all need to be really cognizant of in this time.
100%. I think the song makes a lot of us feel very seen and heard and is very much appreciated. And so I Built You a Tower is coming out on June 5th. You guys are also gearing up to hit the road. Nick, how are you feeling about going back on tour?
So excited. It's the other side of the coin to making a record. It doesn't feel like making a record is complete until we actually get to play the songs and get out on the road and see people's reactions to them while we're performing them. So this record in particular, because like Ben said, we really tried to just capture what we sound like when we're playing in a room. I'm really excited about how it's going to translate live, and I'm really eager to get on the road and be a part of that energy.
You guys are going to be at the Greek Theater on August 2nd and 3rd. And let's do it. Let's jump into the brand new song, Death Cab for Cutie, Riptides.
That is world premiere music right there from Death Cab for Cutie called Riptides on KROQ. Thank you, Megan Holiday, for letting us eavesdrop in on your chat with them. And that is off of a new album, and then they'll be doing some touring as well. And probably not the first or last time we hear from Death Cab in the foreseeable future.
Last time we saw them was at one of the KROQ Presents shows, and it was incredible.
Incredible. We posted up on our Instagram, a lot going on right now. They just announced the lineup, Allie, as you know, for the big event, the big festival that you claimed was canceled this year.
Just Like Heaven.
Just Like Heaven has been announced. Complete lineup is listed up at Klein Alley Show and at KROQ. It's a good one coming back to Brookside at the Rose Bowl. I'm sure we'll have tickets for that in the near future as well.
Yeah, the Strokes, LCD Sound System, Dayglow, you got Chromeo, Feist, Matt and Kim. So we've got that up.
Pixel Grip.
Full
Pixel
lineup
Grip,
there.
yes.
Remember?
No.
I talked about it. You made fun of them. Now they're playing the festivals.
Oh, we made fun of that. Sounds
That
familiar.
sounds like some of the one of the
That
bands you
rings a
mentioned.
bell.
There he is.
Oh, they're on the lineup too. Crickets.
Crickets are back. When we return, if you were not at our live comedy event on Friday, it was Jake's comedy show, Jake Oil, at the Good Kite comedy show.
Enough people found their way there. They figured it out.
It was a packed house, and Johnny got to do stand-up for the first time ever. And I don't want to say Johnny did better than Jake, but if I listen to some of these goat line messages, that's what pretty much everyone is saying.
Really?
That's not true.
Oh, no, dude.
And Greg Fitzsimmons, who's
You're gonna send him over the edge,
actually
man.
a real comedian, is going to break down some of the sets that took place because, listen, Greg's been on stage most of his life.
Yes.
One of the best there
decades.
is.
I think it's one of the few people where they are more comfortable on stage than off sometimes.
I mean, just some of the many responses coming through for Johnny's set.
Oh, Jonya, you were so great in comedy the other night. You should totally quit your day job.
A lot of people saying Johnny should quit because he's that good at comedy. I don't know if there are people that just want Johnny to quit the show.
I support it.
Yeah, we all support with Johnny
So funny,
quitting.
Johnny.
And what's your name, Jake? You should also quit. You're also that good at comedy.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You guys should go on tour together.
There's a lot of reviews. I mean,
Sweet Dibs, question for Johnny. Did you drink a bunch of pumpkin spice before your comedy set? Because I watched it and it gave me a tummy ache. Tummy ache.
See, everyone thinks they're funny now because
That guy should quit too.
That guy should definitely
he's
quit.
on my show.
Greg Fitzsimmons back in the studio to break down the only opinion that really matters. We're not comedians. We're not out there on the road doing it every day like
No, this
he
is
is.
a professional.
So he will listen, and I'm sure he loves to give inspiring words. We'll come back in a moment and find out how Johnny did at his big set. Some jokes, he said, could get him canceled. We'll come back with that and more after this on KROQ.
KROQ. It's KROQ Spring Fling. We're flinging out 4-packs of one-day one-park tickets to Disney, California Adventure Park, or Disneyland Park. Make memories that last a lifetime during the Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration. From dazzling entertainment, new experiences, and festive touches that make every moment feel truly special. Listen all weekend for your chance to win. KROQ. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice.
Few traditions I care about annually as much as the appearance from Greg Fitzsimmons in the KROQ studios. Greg Fitzsimmons back with his annual St. Paddy's Day show, which over the years has raised a ton of money for Greg Fitzsimmons.
Well, that's the key is you want to dig deep because if there's ever been a charity, how about a guy who's been doing stand-up comedy for 37 years?
It's the greatest of the charities.
You know?
It's the feel-good story. You are the feel-good story. You're the Make-A-Wish now, but you've proven...
We can fund another hat.
Yeah, we can keep going.
This one's from Ireland, actually. I got it in Galway last summer.
So look at that. It's real authentic right there. This man is not just one of those fake Irish people who's Irish for the day.
Well,
Year-round. He's got to hide from the sun.
that you had a bad time at the parade in San Francisco because I grew up in New York, and I marched with the Ancient Order of Hibernians from the Bronx every year for 20 years since I was a little kid with my grandfather. All four of my grandparents are from Ireland, and it was just incredible. It's like, you know, it's like there's drinking and there's fighting and there's puking, and then you leave the house. and things get crazy.
So when you were marching in the parade, are you playing a bagpipe or are you just walking?
No, you walk, and the thing is, these are like my grandfather was in the IRA.
Oh,
so
he was?
They're not messing around. They march. They put on their black suits with their ties and their Gaelic tie clip, and they got their arms at their side, and they are dead. Their heads are dead forward, and they march with high knees
See, I didn't see any of that in San Francisco. I
You
saw
didn't see any heinies?
I saw a lot of drunk
guys on
teenagers
these.
drinking Borgs. You remember
Yeah.
those? The blackout
Borgs.
rage gallons?
Yeah, Borgs.
And then I saw a lot of like teenagers in kilts playing the bagpipes.
Yeah.
And kind of doing some Irish stepping, which I enjoy, but it was just kind of a smattering of that mixed with like, and now Assemblywoman
No, that's the
Kirsten
problem.
blah, blah, blah. Give it a wave a hand.
Yeah, or Mill Valley Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was that
It's all
kind
been
of thing.
commercialized now.
Yeah, I know. But the St. Patrick's Day parade, I cry when I see step dancers and I hear the bagpipe. I cry. I'm very connected to I've got a big Irish tattoo, and I took the ancestry DNA test. 99% Irish, which is way too Irish.
Well, if you said your grandfather was in the IRA?
Yeah.
So he's probably a guy who knew how to make a car bomb.
Oh, sure.
Cool. Wow.
No, he was a messenger. He didn't make the bombs.
That's
But
what
when
they
he
all
was
say. That's what all the bomb makers say.
I just delivered the messages
Here's the
about
message.
the bomb.
Just a messenger. Yeah.
No, he ran the messages, and then he was one of 13 kids, and he got sent over, and he got sent over when he was 16 years old, and he moved to the Bronx. He worked for the electric company, and then they brought each kid. This was the way they did it. They lived in a 2-room mud hovel. First of all, how do you get pregnant with the 13th kid
When you live
with
in
12
mud.
in the house?
Yeah, and who's sleeping with someone who lives in mud? I mean, that's
Right,
nowadays. You got to
yeah.
have a nice place to get laid.
Yeah.
So
That could be a fetish,
obviously,
though.
the other kids heard the child being conceived.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because you can't cover up the sex. That
Although if
everyone
you've
can hear
had
that
sex
that's
with
happening.
an Irish woman, there's not a lot of noise.
Get it over with.
Well, it sounds lovely.
You know what Irish foreplay is? Brace yourself, Eileen.
That's hot. Every year you put together this great show. This year, by the way, Sarah Silverman will be there. Some names we can't announce yet. Our buddy Doug Benson will be on the show as well. It's happening tomorrow, Hollywood Improv. Of course, tickets at fitsdog.com. And this is an annual show that's been happening for, I don't know how
20
many.
years.
20
This is
years.
the 20th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and we got a big guest who we can't announce his name because he's doing a major arena in town, and he's not allowed to, I guess, sell 12 tickets for me.
Because he's under contract.
Yeah, they have like a thing for like 90 days. You can't announce any other shows, and so
Well, you can't say who it is, but can I say who it is?
just don't say it's Bill Burr.
It's not Bill Burr.
It's not Bill Burr.
I'm not going to say it's not Bill Burr. I'm not going to say it's not Sebastian Maniscalco. I'm not going to say who it's not.
No, it's not Ali Wong.
It's not the biggest selling comedians currently. Matt
No.
Rife. Not going to say it's not
Bert
Matt Rife.
Kreischer will not be there.
You see, Bert almost died yesterday.
He did?
Well, yeah, what happened? His bus burned down?
His whole tour bus burned down.
Were they on it when it caught on fire?
Probably. All he does is barbecue and fart. I feel like that
Yeah.
thing was like it's shocked it didn't burn down 10 years
He
ago.
probably made it happen. He needs another story.
Right.
Wow, I've been on that bus. I've been on that tour.
Yeah.
There is a lot of farting, and there's. Well, I don't want to get into it. There's a lot that goes on.
I mean, you're like when you hear when you hear Bert Kreischer's tour bus burn down, you go, that checks out, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But how do you have been doing this for many years, but you've also been doing it sober for a number of years. And when you're around that all the time, does that ever bug you or it doesn't faze you anymore?
No, I just drink the non-alcoholic beer. Like that gets me through. I've always got an NA beer in my hand, and I have this joke where I say, NA beer. I thought of a commercial for NA beer. It goes like this. Hey, want to have a blast tonight? Nah.
That's what the NA stands for. Alan and I were saying how it's gotten so confusing because
There's so many
our
now.
entire life it was just you're drinking real alcohol, you're drinking O'Doul's forever. That's all it was. And then all of a sudden now everyone's getting real fancy, and we've both been duped before and
We both
accidentally
bought
the non-alcohol because they're trying to confuse people. I would imagine they talk about how non-alcoholic sales are through the roof, and I think most of that is confusion sales.
I know when you're driving home, you're like, why am I in the lane?
I haven't run over any kids yet. What's wrong with
How
me?
am I walking a straight line for this guy? I'm passing this thing. It's ridiculous.
Greg, I hate to do this because you're so talented, but you're going to listen to the comedy stylings of someone who tried stand-up for the first time ever on Friday.
I'm excited. That's great.
And it was a friendly crowd because the crowd was a lot of listeners of the show. So they were rooting for him to do well. And you know this because you've been in crowds full of a friendly crowd where you know you can say anything and they'll laugh, and then you go to a city where they maybe never heard of you and you got to earn them on your side.
Oh yeah,
that happens still to this day.
I love those are my favorite shows because like sometimes I'll work like the Improvs have these like 600 seat rooms and I'm doing 5 shows over the weekend, so they end up giving out some free passes for some of the shows, and those are the ones I walk on and you can hear the applause like. It's at like a quarter tempo. It's like a Chinese funeral clap. And then I got to earn it. I got to let them know who I am. And those ones feel like honest. Those feel good.
You earned it. You know you're good.
Do you remember your first stand-up show that you ever did?
Oh, yes.
And was that terrible?
It was, no, I had shills in there too. I was in college.
You had to bring people.
I was a freshman in college, and my dorm was next to Stitch's Comedy Club, and they had an open mic night it was called Comedy Hell because it was so bad. And the host would get up, George McDonald, and he would go, "Welcome to Comedy Hell, where the pipe dreams of a handful of comedy yokos can sail as high as the lights on Broadway or crash and burn in that fiery pit known only as Comedy Hell."
Oh, cool.
And then I went on first, and my first show ever was in Boston on the night, it was 86, it was the night that the Patriots lost to the Bears like 51-6 or something.
So the crowd, in a terrible mood.
Yeah. But I had my college friends, and I have it on audio tape.
Was it, do you stand by that act? Do you think that was a decent act? Or was
no, it was
terrible?
Awful. Awful.
All right, well, I bet you what we're about to play you is more awful.
Yeah, okay.
I have a feeling. So in a moment, Greg Fitzsimmons hangs out. St. Patty's Day show happening tomorrow. Let's sell this out while he's here at the KROQ studios. Tickets, fitsdog.com. It's happening 7:30 tomorrow, St. Patty's Day. Big surprise. If you're a fan of this show, you're going to like the surprise. That's all I'm going to say. The surprise comedian he can't say.
Big.
Allie, you want any guesses?
Is it not Nikki Glaser?
It's not. She will not be there.
You'll have to go to find out, and we will break down Johnny's act next on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
This is the part of the song they should have cut out.
Yeah. I didn't realize Johnny
Just like the song was over 10 seconds ago.
That's why I'm trampling all over it.
Klein
the way
Alley
it
Show.
should be.
Greg Fitzsimmons is with us in the studio right now. There's no better person to critique Johnny's first ever stand-up comedy set than Greg, who said that Johnny tried to break his hand when he arrived at the KROQ studios this morning.
Johnny, I'm shocked to find out that your testosterone is in the basement because you present as a guy who you shake my hand really hard. You do like a half a step towards me during the handshake, like a Trump thing where you're kind of pulling me in.
Yeah.
And then, like, maniacal eye contact. And then always a little bit of, like, hip-hop speak. There's always a little bit of,
okay.
What did you say to me today when I walked in?
What did I say?
I don't know, but it's
He
always...
has the worst.
What's good? I'm like, what's
Yeah,
good?
like, it's always something
Yeah.
like, what's good? What do you mean, what's good? I'm
what's good in your
bald.
life?
I'm 60. What's good?
Nothing's good. Look at him.
Nothing's good.
It's been good for a while now. What's good?
My eyesight bad. My receding hairline bad.
It's all bad.
It's like I see this tall, toothy guy. He's good looking. He's in great shape, and he's saying to me, "What's good? You're good. I get it. You're good."
Oh, thank you.
When
Hey, brother,
Greg comes here and
we
say,
up,
"What's
brother.
bad?" That's what you say to Greg.
We up, brother.
All right, relax.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
we up to Greg. He doesn't want to hear this stuff. He doesn't have to put up with you anymore.
Yeah.
Greg is going to be doing real comedy with real comedians. Once again, it's at the Improv, Hollywood Improv. It's an annual show. 20th anniversary of this thing. It's been going on for a while. Greg Fitzsimmons' annual St. Patty's Day show tomorrow, Hollywood Improv. Get your tickets. Fitsdog.com. Johnny's show was on Friday night at a little bar in North Hollywood called the Goo Kite, right, Jake?
The Good Night.
The Good
The
Night.
Good Night. The poster was
It
confusing.
was technically Jake's show, but Johnny made an appearance.
Johnny got punished on the show. I don't want to bring you into everything, Greg, but basically Johnny's forced New Year's resolution this year. He's not a drinker. We forced him to drink every day. And he quit finally after about a month and a half of drinking every day because he said he didn't want to turn into one of his uncles.
Did he have to drink in the morning during
Yes.
the show?
Yes.
No.
Every day.
So what time were you going to sleep every night?
Like at 11:30 midnight, every single night.
Would you continue drinking through the evening?
No, it was just here live on air.
So you
on
were
mic.
hungover by 2:00 every day.
Bro, they got me drunk like 2 or 3 times throughout the
Whatever.
show.
He had like a sip of beer.
He would pass out. He would pass out on the couch. Like he would try whiskey for the first time, and the next day he would try Goldschlager for the first time. And anyway, he didn't like drinking, so he quit. He quit his New Year's resolution, so he was forced to do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy, which we will play you some of right now. And I would like you to be brutally honest, as someone who knows good comedians, and then the new crop of comedians, which are like good-looking guys like Johnny that aren't very funny, but they go on stage and they think they can just do charisma for 40 minutes.
I think it is a challenge to be a good-looking person doing comedy. Like, there's no better premise than the fat guy getting up, taking the mic stand, moving it to the side and going, let me get this out of the way so you can see me. Explosive. Like, your premise is already there.
Yeah.
Like, with him, you need to know what's wrong.
Right.
And you don't want to like him because stand-up is for the misfits. It's for people that couldn't get a job anywhere else.
Yeah. We wouldn't make good hosts at a restaurant.
What do you mean we?
Yeah. Don't group yourself in. I don't know.
That's the second time she's done that.
Allie did an open mic one time, and now she's a we. Allie, are you referring to the ugly part of it or the stand-up part of it?
I was referring to the ugly part.
Oh, okay, got it.
But
yes, you're a we then. We're all we.
I'm part of that we.
I misunderstood. I thought you were calling yourself the good. Not that you're not good looking.
No, she's not.
You have a very like late '60s Laurel Canyon kind of beauty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good in other time periods.
Yeah.
I'm very beautiful in the '60s or the 1800s.
Oh my God, the Vikings would have loved you.
The soft skin tone, the round features.
Yep.
Allie does look like a pale Jim Morrison. We've all said that. All right, so here's this is from Friday night, and here's some of Johnny's comedy, and Greg will break it down, including when Johnny first introduces, talks to the crowd, and he mumbles over his own words.
What's up? How everybody doing again? One more time. I want to first of all thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know the poster was a little hard to read. You're telling me? You probably would have had a better time finding Amelia Earhart than finding the address of his house.
So what happened was Jake made the poster for his own comedy show, and he made it in this weird psychedelic font. It was very confusing for anyone to find the venue or the time or the date or anything like that. So Johnny decided to comment on that for his first joke and say that it's...
I like that. I like that.
You like the topical reference of Amelia Earhart?
Well, no, the reference was awful.
Sorry. The reference was awful.
The instinct was good, though. I mean, I always think walk on stage. I always say to myself, don't know what you're going to say when you hit the microphone. Just take it all in, be in the moment, because when you're in the moment, they connect to you, and when you have something too prepared, they feel a distance from you.
Right.
So I like the instinct.
Right.
Thank you.
But Amelia Earhart was
I was going to go with the other lady that's missing right now, but I thought
Guthrie, that would have been a better joke.
No, John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, you could have gone so many. You could have gone. There's a missing person from every decade.
Right.
You went like so many decades ago, dude.
Samantha's
the black and white days.
Yeah, the first missing person ever you went to. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was so far.
It's International Women's Month. Looking out into this crowd, there's not that many of them in here.
Also not true. The place was probably 70-30 women.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was packed with women.
So why'd you say that?
I don't know. I just said it.
Okay. I think the other thing...
I needed a joke. I don't know.
I think the other thing with you is because you come off as such an alpha male, even though now I find out you're not and you're fronting, you don't want to say anything that could be construed as misogynist because you're already 90% there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting because I'm looking at this crowd. I'm sitting with women all over the place, way more than and Johnny's going, there's no women here. And I'm looking at everyone's going, what is he talking about?
Right.
It's not that big of a venue. You can see everyone.
But Greg has a great point. If you already have a douche factor, you don't need to lean into douchery.
Oh, wait till you hear the follow-up to that.
4 minutes left. Thank God.
Jake is on the mic letting him know how much time he has left. He'll 5 minutes. 4 minutes left, so...
Don't get it wrong. I love women. Women are the best. I think they're better than men. The one thing about women, though, you just don't know, is that I've learned all women are bi. You just got to realize.
He forgot his. He had a setup, but he forgot his punchline. He didn't get to his. He's about to get to his punchline, but he forgot. So he had a moment where he stood there like a deer in the headlight. He goes, "All women are," and then he just stood there like, "Oh man, there's got to be a joke here."
On your second joke? You forgot your second joke?
Yes, I had it prepared, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill with this one."
I already got the Amelia Earhart
and
one
I just
done.
forgot it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are they bisexual or are they bipolar?
Not bad. I mean, again, it's not endearing you to the people that are already afraid that you're gonna,
rape them,
molest them. I don't know if I could say that.
You could say it. That's fine.
Right.
So,
so it's not like you're either leaning them in a direction that they're already leaning in.
All women are bi. The question is, are they bi, curious, or bipolar?
Bisexual or bipolar?
All right.
Everybody's bisexual nowadays.
That's not awful. That's
okay.
not.
Greg says not awful for joke number 2.
Okay.
I want to thank.
I think he left a lot of room for laughter that wasn't there, though. Like I think he's like,
Pause for laughter.
I'll script the next joke in 30 seconds, and the crowd had already gotten caught up. Yeah.
I want to thank Jake, my buddy Jake the Nerd. He's like a big uncle to me. I love him a lot. Jake's always dropping knowledge on me. Sometimes out of the blue, he'll be like, "Hey, Johnny, come here. Oh, what's up, Jake?" And he'll be like, sometimes life. What does he say?
Oh my God, Johnny.
This is where he forgot his next joke in a row. So the problem is his brain. Good comedians have to have a good working brain. Johnny doesn't have that.
Were you nervous?
No,
Is that what happened?
I was freeballing it right here. I was just raw dogging it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a brand new one I brought to the table. I didn't prepare this one. It was in the moment, and it was raw."
That shows a disrespect for the craft. I mean, it's a really hard. Stand-up is that's like showing up to do a marathon, and I'm gonna free ball the training. I'm gonna wing it on the running for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Respect the craft.
Respect it, man.
Johnny, you felt that confident after your first 1.5 jokes that you go, "I'm gonna go ahead and go rogue here."
Yeah, because I saw Jake and I was like, he made me feel good, and I was like, "Oh, okay, boom, just pretend you're talking to Jake." Right. And then I was like, "Bada bing."
3 minutes left.
Jake saved you by telling you only had 3 minutes left.
Yes.
Here we go. Now Johnny hits 2 very racy jokes. Greg, this is where this is where his set could cancel him, and I want to get your thoughts on these.
He's like, life is like pussy.
Well, hold on. I don't think I can say that on the air. Hold on. Let me delete that. Whoopsies. That was really edgy stuff. I'm going to go to the next joke. We can't put that on the radio.
Life is like a cat?
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the edgy material. Here we go.
I'm sad I only got 3 minutes left because I was going to do a 9/11 joke. But I was just worried it was going to be too plain.
Thoughts on that one, Greg?
I want to punch you in the face right now. That's the worst joke I've ever heard.
That's the knee slapper. That's the knee slapper.
If you think that's the worst joke, because it's a terrible joke, and there was no need. It was trying to be edgy for the sake of being edgy. It made nothing. It's not funny. It was like, oh, this will. It follows it up with an even worse joke.
I also had one about Iran.
Quieted the entire bar down.
Everyone's like, no. And it was a rowdy crowd, and it seemed like you were amongst friends, people who really wanted to support you, even if you were bombing.
I also think that there's a demarcation part for line for douche, and I think it's saying Iran instead of Iran.
All right.
Yeah.
They all say Iran here. I think
you guys say Iran?
That's why they didn't respond
to it. Everyone's trying to Iran out of that club when you did that joke, dude.
I also had one about Iran. But I was worried it would bomb.
So the same joke twice, basically.
Same joke.
Same bad joke twice. You figured out the recipe and you baked 2 cakes with it. Yeah. Okay. 2 cakes that fell.
Oh, yeah.
Are those the 2 worst jokes you've heard in the history of comedy, back to back?
They're up there. I mean, the thing is, it's not even that, because like bad material can be funny if it's told without
delivery.
3-minute gaps in between. And here's the other one. I was going to tell you. No, tell it.
Yeah.
What is that? What kind of setup is that? Here's another. I was going to tell you. Well,
Right, why
are
are
you
we
not
needing-
going to tell it now?
I should.
Johnny goes into a bit. We're going to way behind now, but Johnny goes into a bit about being Mexican. Johnny is Mexican.
Are you
It's not just a
Mexican?
business
Yeah,
guy.
Good news. You look Italian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Johnny says he's Mexican. And he waits for just the crowd to cheer to get through his time, you know, because he doesn't want to, so he says he's Mexican, and then
Yeah.
he grabs his guitar. He wrote a song about being Mexican, Greg, and this is how he wraps up his set. So,
Well, because he's more of a music guy.
Okay.
So we were telling him from the beginning, maybe you should lean into more, music comedy.
Right.
To do maybe a song that
Anything to
has
drown
a
out your
comedy
jokes.
aspect
Great.
to it.
Yeah.
And it keeps him on time.
well, that's what we thought. But he gets, after the applause that ate up about a minute of his set, he finally goes into this.
Here's how you know if you really beat, all right? 1 minute left. Being crushed. Here we go.
This is how you know if you're a bean, according to Johnny.
How can you tell if you're a bee? If you steal lemons from your neighbor's tree.
He even pauses in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah. He really waits for applause and laughter.
It's all about timing, baby. It's all
Pause
about
for
timing.
vibes. Pause for vibes.
That's how you know that you're a bee. Beans like to work really hard. After work, you can find them in the front yard drinking a Modelo.
But the rhymes.
I messed up the rhyme. I messed up the rhyme backwards. It's supposed to say
Drinking a Modelo in the front yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not going to make anyone sit through any more of this. We're going to take a break now.
Now, look.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh,
I'm
thank you,
happy
brother.
you did it.
Thank you.
I think the energy was good. I think it was tough because so many people were yelling. The fact that you kept a good attitude and got through it.
Thank
but
you.
some of those jokes
Suck.
are really bad. And also, Carlos Mencia was playing theaters, and then he started saying the being
thing.
Right.
And it literally got canceled.
Canceled.
So if you're thinking about doing this, I'd steer away from that.
Yeah.
Did you like his prepared material or unprepared material better?
I like the first joke being about the poster, and then
Everything
else that was kind of a blur.
Well, Greg Fitzsimmons telling real jokes with real comedians. Put up all the information on our socials. Always good to see you. Happy St. Patty's Day, Greg. Thanks for coming by and stomaching this. We will be back with your news, and then we got something to give you after this.
Thanks guys.
Greg.
Transmission KROQ FM. Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show on KROQ.
Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Fashionably late as always. KROQ Klein Alley Show. 10:05. It's going to be hot this week. We got lots to give you this hour on the show. You want to go to a private little show with Cannons, KROQ Soundspace. Food by In-N-Out. You'll get some of that as well. The In-N-Out truck will be here. So we will take care of you, make sure you are fed, and also get yourself a hell of a good show. Allie, are we hosting that one with Cannons?
We are, because there's In-N-Out.
Well, that's right. They told us In-N-Out would be there. So we're like, yes, we will be there as well.
They pay us in burgers.
An evening with us and Cannons. And, or maybe an afternoon. I don't know. What time is this thing?
It's an evening.
Oh, it is. Great. I should read the emails. Anyway, Cannons, KROQ Soundspace, In-N-Out, you, us, and we'll get you in this hour on the show. So be ready to call and win those tickets. Other stuff to get into as well, including the A.D. news. And Jake was smelling armpits over the weekend because, as you know, there was a giant heat wave that was affecting us all. And Jake likes to do the pit stops to make sure that everyone has the proper amount of deodorant.
I don't like to do it.
Oh, I thought you enjoy it.
Yeah, you said you loved it.
That's not, that's not true.
Remember, Jacob Gibbons, Allie? Jacob Gibbons of TikTok fame. Remember Jake was all excited that he was going to see him over the weekend?
No.
He's the guy that reviews all of the 90s music. He's a big alternative fan.
Oh, okay.
He's got a big... So anyway, Jake went up to him and immediately sniffed his armpits. It was a very strange moment. Take a listen.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Jacob Gibbons.
Jacob Gibbons from where?
Los Angeles.
Yeah?
I guess.
You look familiar.
I
I'm from social media. Jacob Givens from TikTok.
Okay.
This may be the most famous person whose armpits he's sniffed. So far, he's just been sniffing regular people. Now he's sniffing influencer pits.
Man, you're really working up the food chain.
I'm getting up there, guys.
Yeah, cool.
It's really weird. He got very weirded out when this thing took a shift from a regular chat to "Can I sniff your pits?"
Or YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. I know you from there. All right. We're in the middle of a heat wave.
Yes.
How have you been beating the heat?
I've been beating the heat by not going outside at all.
So just staying in, having the AC running?
Yes. Just like do not step outside.
Fantastic. So at KROQ, we think it's important for people to keep smelling fresh during the heat wave.
Okay.
So we do a thing called pit stops.
Okay.
Is it okay if I sniff your pits?
You're welcome to. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Even after a show?
Even after a show?
There we go.
Even on days when I wear a lot of deodorant, like today, I still would be very concerned if someone were to sniff my pits that I would potentially stink.
Oh, I've seen you pitting out.
Yeah, I pit out sometimes. Sometimes
you don't smell, but you have wet pits.
There's definitely days I catch a whiff and I'm like, oh man, I don't know what happened today. Like all of a sudden, sometimes when it gets hot enough, like your body just overpowers the deodorant, and then you got to switch brands every couple of years.
Man, it's hard to do.
Hard to do.
Overpower the deodorant.
So Jake sniffs his pits and things got real weird.
Not the worst.
Not the worst.
Yeah.
That's pretty good,
What
right?
is that?
That's
What?
native.
Native?
Native deodorant. So
Wow.
That's my go-to.
Native, and what's the scent?
I think it's like ocean and sandalwood or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did we just walk into a
this has
paid
been
partnership?
KROQ pit stop.
I can't believe that's what it is. You sniffed this. Oh my God. That's amazing.
But you had to do the noise. You had to go meow.
Okay, sorry.
He had a hard time understanding the fact that Jake really goes around and does this. Like, that's the thing that people really can't figure out, that he really goes around and sniffs pits.
They think there's more to figure out. There
That's
isn't.
it. That's all there is to it. It's a pit stop. Make sure you got the right amount of deodorant on this week. Jake loves it. It's his favorite thing he does. Let's give you this from Cage the Elephant, then some news.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
After this quick break, then we'll find out what's going on in the world. And if you're just joining us this morning, you already missed it. We gave away a trip to go to England. Congratulations to Vanessa, who won that trip from us this morning. She was very excited. Savannah was her name? Samantha. Hold on. Vanessa's yelling different names in my ear. I don't think any of those are the right names.
Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button.
It's my whole show, Allie. You have no idea.
How many espressos?
Vanessa has been in my ear so many times with wrong names. You have no idea.
This is true. I just gave him
It's wild.
It's Samantha. I remember the first letter. Okay.
Okay. That's
Samantha.
our producer right
Okay.
there. That's our producer, guys.
I remember the first letter.
Yeah, because I said Savannah.
Anyway, big winner today. She's going to England, we believe. Or someone is. Who knows?
I don't know what name is going to be submitted, but
World premiered some new music from Death Cab for Cutie. Got you into Disneyland. We'll keep doing that all week. And when we get back, we get you into Cannons, plus give you the news after this.
KROQ. It's KROQ Spring Fling. We're flinging out 4-packs of one-day one-park tickets to Disney, California Adventure Park, or Disneyland Park. Make memories that last a lifetime during the Disneyland Resort's 70th celebration. From dazzling entertainment, new experiences, and festive touches that make every moment feel truly special. Listen all weekend for your chance to win. KROQ. Offering subject to restrictions and change without notice.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. It is Monday. Cruz, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
You are the 20th caller.
Nice.
Earlier today, that meant that you would have been going to England. But in this particular case, you're going to come right here to KROQ and check out Cannons, and we'll all spend the night together eating In and Out and watching Cannons, all right?
That sounds great, man. Thank you, guys.
Hey,
excited, man. First
can't
time
wait.
ever winning.
Hey, first time
there
winner.
you go.
Look
We
at that.
popped your winning cherry. How does it feel?
Yeah, I had to pull over. I'm a truck driver, so once I got connected, I'm like, you know what? Let's pull over and make this happen.
What kind? Real truck, like an 18-wheeler truck, or like a smaller one?
Yeah, 18-wheelers.
What's your handle?
We could pull cargo from ports, deliver them to Walmart, different spots.
That's a long nickname.
Wow, that
Man.
is a lot to say on the CB radio.
You got to come up with a better handle. You don't have a handle? You don't have a trucker name?
Say that again?
You don't have a trucker name?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
It's Carvago.
Oh.
Okay. That's much
That was worth
cooler.
it.
I like
worth
the
it.
other
That was
one.
worth it. Yeah,
Probably took him so long to pull over, too.
let's go with that. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll see you at our show. That'll be fun. Let's get into your news now, and then
More questions.
No follow-ups. I give up. I'm trying. Let's get into the news. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. People that were there had a great time. Giveaway, Disney.
And Conan.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Okay, so the Oscars, as usual, it was long, and Conan was the right amount of lukewarm comedy for the evening. Just funny enough. There were some firsts last night as well, mainly the first woman ever to win Best Cinematographer, which is an industry that's been dominated by guys named Kevin for 100 years.
Hell yeah, guys named Kevin.
Yeah, Kevins and Chads. A lot of Kevins and Chads doing cinematography. It was also the first win for a K-pop song. They won Best Original Song for K-pop Demon Hunters. That also won Best Animated Feature. One of the longest moments at the Oscars, and there were many, was the In Memoriam.
Well, a lot of legends died this year.
There were a lot, yeah. And I knew that was coming because we lost Diane Keaton in the last year. We lost Catherine O'Hara, Robert Duvall, Robert Redford, Rob Reiner, a lot of R's.
But can't they speed it up a little bit? Like in the decade of quick cuts and quick edits and shortened attention spans, we need somebody from like MTV or something to come in and edit all super quick, like Fast and Furious.
We need Mario Lopez.
But the problem is the film industry, as you know, because they're celebrating some of these movies that are 3.5 hours long because they don't like to edit. They think art takes time. And they're
like to let things breathe.
Let's move on.
Well, they're renaming the In Memoriam people that Allie said would have a great year. These are all people that she at some point said were healthy and were going to live a long life. And at some point, it was a whole slideshow of people Allie has mushed this past year. It was unbelievable.
Not only did they do not one, not two, but 3 different features about specific dead people, they also released a part 1 and a part 2 In Memoriam. So it started with Billy Crystal coming out, doing a whole spread on Rob Reiner, which he is an incredible filmmaker that definitely deserved to be celebrated at the Oscars. I mean, many of his movies were nominated or won.
Which dead people did not deserve to be mentioned?
Well, like the casting directors and stuff.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I mean,
there's like a key grip who died, stuff like
there's
that.
a guy who played violin once in this one black and white movie in the 20s.
Here's
what?
And then they put some line in I love ya, don't you know that?
And here's
You're like, okay. And I'm like, who the hell's that
Now,
dude?
here's the thing. I agree. On a lot of years where you don't lose a lot of legends, you need a lot of filler. So you go, who do we got? You go, well, we got a guy that was a best boy key grip in 1926, and we don't have a picture of him, so we'll just sketch one with a piece of charcoal.
I know.
All right, put him in there. But on a year like this, where you have some big ones, just focus on the big ones and move on. And no offense to the families of the guy who goes, that's right, my dad. But no one remembers that.
Yeah,
so move
exactly.
on. Move along.
So they did a whole, spread about him and about the movies that he came out with, and Billy Crystal said, we had so much fun storming the castle. And it was sad to see, especially how he died. It was pretty sad to have that whole spread. And then, of course, they go into the first In Memoriam, and they play this music, which makes it so much sadder, because they're doing the Princess Bride music.
Oh.
And it was like,
I don't hear it. Are you playing it?
Huh?
It's not coming through.
It's not coming
I hear it.
I hear it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Not on my headphones.
Oh. Here comes that line, by the way.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about you since I first met you.
Who the hell's that guy? You still can't hear it?
Now I got it. Someone messed with the board today.
Okay.
Not happy.
So then you thought it was over, but then Barbara Streisand comes out. And they do a whole thing on Robert Redford, and she has a whole thing. She hasn't been on stage in a decade, and she's long-winded and slow as well.
I love you too, and I signed it, Babs.
And then they go into music.
So it's
she sang.
Laughter.
She still sounds great.
Yeah,
She's no K-pop.
Sit in right there. Get out of there. We're done with this.
Yeah.
We're done.
I think they sounded like they were about to add to the In Memoriam with her.
Jesus. My Lord.
And then they said, this is just part 1. There's a part 2 of the In Memoriam that's going to be off screen.
Those were people that died during the broadcast.
And then
all the people that died during this long show.
Yeah, and then there was another short spread about Diane Keaton and Catherine O'Hara.
Oh.
And they were just kind of like, and they were great actresses too. So it just, that part alone was like 20 minutes long. And it was like, dude, get back to the awards.
Well, I think we need to get a whole separate award show, a spinoff from the Oscars.
Just about the deaths?
The Deadies.
Mhm.
And the Deadies would be just all awards for the people that died.
And she'll just...
just let all these songs air in their entirety.
And she'll just sing forever. Oh, yes.
Because if you think about it... What a tribute. Touching tribute at the Academy Awards.
Jake's Crickets should have made an appearance.
Oh, man, they should have.
All
Stole
right.
the show on Friday. There they are. Hey, you guys were awesome on Friday. I can't wait to break down the crickets, but man, you almost sent Jake into an absolute mental breakdown.
Oh,
I can't wait to hear that.
Me too. RIP to Amazon Fresh. Nobody's favorite grocery store is closing down. Since they own Whole Foods, it's kind of a pointless effort anyway, but people that did go to Amazon Fresh explained that having massage chairs next to the produce didn't seem like a great idea from the beginning, and it was just something that they tried to make happen for a while, and now it's just they're cutting the cord and they're ending it all. I went once and I was like, this feels weird. It just felt like you were online shopping but in person, and it feels like when the reverse happens, like when it's Whole Foods and you're buying it online but it was a store first, it's different than the opposite.
I'm embarrassed
if
to
that makes
admit
sense.
that I made a special trip to the Amazon. The first one I heard about that opened here was like, I think in Woodland Hills, the Amazon grocery store, and I made a special trip to go there. I was like, I got to see what Amazon thinks a grocery store should look like, and I remember being like, it's like a Smart and Final.
Yeah.
There was nothing about it that was like different or special at all.
No, it
and in my
actually
head,
looked trashy.
yeah, it felt, it was like a trashier Smart and Final, and I remember thinking to myself, I kind of had higher expectations for this.
But I also have not been to a Whole Foods in a very long time because there's not one near me, and I went to one, and all of the Amazon incorporation there is kind of like, I was at a self-checkout trying to log into my Amazon account, and it wasn't working, and I was like, all of this is pointless.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much effort, even though it's supposed to be more convenient. And then finally, they allege, according to a lengthy investigative report, that the identity of Banksy has been discovered and revealed.
Oh, the artist known as Banksy.
Yeah, Banksy obviously is a very notorious and elusive artist, and he wants to keep it that way, but there was a big investigation that was released by Reuters over the weekend, and they identified Banksy as Robin Gunningham, a Bristol...
That was Reuters.
Is it Reuters? Reuters?
I thought.
Reuters?
I always heard it as Reuters.
You can't say that, Allie.
I always said, Allie's going to get canceled. Yeah.
He changed his name to David Jones in 2008. David Jones is one of the most common British names ever, so they claim that he changed it in order to remain more anonymous. But Banksy's lawyer, who speaks for him a lot, says that this is...
Feel guilty, bitch.
He do not...
Oh, my God. That's the lawyer?
The creator.
Jesus.
The Banksy does not accept that many of the details contained within your inquiry are correct. So, of course, they're negating everything, but
right.
You can
Just
decide
looks like
whether you
some old
believe it or not.
Who is the real Banksy? Will
I
anyone
feel like when you
actually
know the real identity, you're like, oh, like it's better not to know.
Right. It's just some old man, like a uncool. It's one of the pilots called Drag Path KROQ, Klein Alley Show. A lot of people asking on the text line, what was Omar talking about with Vanessa's pillow fort? Well, we did find out this morning that Vanessa sleeps under a pillow fort.
Okay, we were talking about our sleep routines. Our sleep, how do we sleep in our beds? And I just put a bunch of pillows around me, one on top, so I feel
You
like
make
I'm
a
in
roof?
a cocoon.
So, but you do that every...
But you called it a pillow.
You said...
No, it's actually a cocoon, a burrito sort of.
But you make yourself a pillow fort. Like a child would call it a pillow fort. You called it a pillow fort, and you do this every night?
I messed up with my wording, but
I don't
pretty
think
much
you did.
one pillow on the top of my head, one on the side of my head, one on the other side of my head, and one on top.
So it's like a sleepover party of one.
Yep.
How many pillows you have?
4.
Whoa.
And you fort yourself every night you build a pillow fort?
Because I just feel like I sleep better, and it feels like there's someone next to
Do
me.
you put a blanket over it and a flashlight?
No.
And then tell yourself ghost stories?
So, but you do call this your pillow fort?
I messed up this morning by calling it that. It's just a pillow pillowcase.
It's not a pillowcase. It
pillowcase.
seems like you are building a fortress around yourself made of pillows.
You're building a pillow fort. I mean, that's what it is.
Whatever.
Look, no judgment here. I think it's great.
Oh, there's judgment.
If I was a kid, I would sleep in a pillow fort every day.
Oh my gosh! We did our first pillow fort over the weekend actually, and my kid's mind was blown.
You ever bring pillows from other areas, Vanessa? Like you ever bring couch pillows over to make your fort bigger?
We are like that.
Do you put a flag up when you're done?
A white flag.
Okay.
Why would it be a white flag?
I don't know.
Peace.
Is that what it is? I've given up. I give up on this bit. I think it's cool, Vanessa.
Yeah, it's probably really safe in there and nice and warm.
626 said it's a pillow igloo you're building yourself.
Yeah, I guess kind of it is.
And you feel the same reason that adults are now swaddling themselves and all that crap. They just like to feel like they are surrounded by all sides.
Yes, and you know what else we do sometimes, Klein, is that we put pillows on either side of my kid so he doesn't roll off the bed.
Oh, they're bumpers, Vanessa? Are you talking about bumpers?
You have bed bumpers?
No, guys, can you just try it? You'll understand why I do
Can we
it.
try it? I did try it when I was 4.
Yeah, we're adults now, Vanessa. We're not going back there.
I tried it, then I got pubes, and I stopped trying it.
I think you're picturing something that it's not.
I'm picturing you in between a couch and a coffee table.
I'm sure someone on
with a blanket.
Photoshop could show me exactly what I'm picturing right now, and I'd love to see it. So, every night of the week, you do build a pillow fort. Walls.
I surround myself by pillows.
How long does it take you to build a pillow fort?
Seconds.
If you're-
just putting the pillows around me.
If you're not well behaved that day, do you not get to do the pillow fort? Or?
No, if I don't have pillows around me, I probably wouldn't be able to sleep.
Huh.
K-Rock. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. We're going to wrap things up today. Sluggo will be in here, and more chances for Disneyland at noon, and then again at 3 and 6. We'll do it for you again tomorrow morning. Lots of tickets to give you to lots of things, I'm sure. Continue doing that. Officially, our chat with Evan Lovett has gone up on the LA in a Minute podcast, so you can see if you didn't get enough show today, you can get another hour plus of Allie and I yapping about radio, K-Rock, and everything else that goes on.
Things that we wouldn't normally talk about on this show.
Real bore for you guys, but I'm sure he'll have millions of people downloading. So check it out.
You want a history lesson?
We put up a link on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show. You can find it there. We didn't have time to get into Jake's comedy set from Friday today because we broke down Johnny's with Greg Fitzsimmons. But tomorrow we will listen to Jake and the tantrum about the crickets. So that'll be tomorrow.
What a tease!
It was these crickets really messed up Jake. Some guy brought a cricket sounding machine into the show, and apparently he couldn't turn it off. He couldn't figure out how to turn it off.
Oh, it was a whole machine? I thought he was just doing it on his phone.
No, I think Jake, I don't know.
He purchased.
The theory is he was able to connect to the Bluetooth in the club, but too dumb to disconnect and turn it off.
It was going through the house system?
Yeah.
That's why it was so clear. I was like, I can't hear what Jake's saying, but I can hear those crickets so
It was
clearly.
super funny for like the first 5 minutes, and then by like minute 20, it was obnoxious.
Minute 20?
Yeah, they went on for a long. The crickets were the star of the show.
The longer it goes, it becomes funny once again.
Yeah,
so
probably went through like 4
to murder someone.
You said it didn't bother you.
No, I did. I admitted that it bothered me. I said I think I handled it okay, or people said that I handled it well, but I was towards the end I was over it.
Let me hear how Jake handled it. Hold on.
All right, thank you.
This is people just laughing at the cricket sounds. Jake yelled at the crowd. This is bad audio we got because Jake gave us terrible audio today, so we'll get better audio, but he was not happy about the crickets.
People think that since I'm a dog guy, I like all dogs.
It's louder than he is.
I know.
Crickets are funny. They have good comedy timing.
The crickets were the headliner.
They've been learning from the best.
Is that really Klein? Who the
And Jake kept interrupting his show and accused me multiple times. He goes, "Is that Klein?" He thinks, Jake,
how many of the minutes was, is it you?
Yeah,
is it you?
Yeah, Jake, how many times do you think you mentioned my name during your set? I mean, I'll be honest.
I think it was twice.
Do you really think that I would show up to your comedy show and bring a cricket sound effect machine?
Funny, Ginger Justin pointed out that you would never be that funny. Because that's a great bit. Like I said, it was a great bit at first, but then the way it went on for too long, it just took away from the show. It took people out of the show. It took like the rhythm
Sounds
of the
like
show.
they're really in it and they love
It's the
it.
only thing that kept me locked into the show was every time Jake would stop talking, I'd hear the crickets and I'd laugh like, that's
the
funny.
crickets were killing.
Great. Well, it's good material for idiots then. Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like you're fine with it, yeah.
I told you I'm not fine with it. I think it was a BS move. The guy was a dick about it. He came up and apologized, but he's kind of an idiot anyways. And I think everybody would say that they were over it. I mean, people that were over it, the MC was going to beat his ass.
Are you guys my friends and fans here?
Jake wanted to make sure everyone there was his friends and fans.
Well, you
So
know,
this was
I
not-
will
this
say
was
in
not
Jake's
mean
defense
crickets.
that it is kind of a dick move. To
It's
do
a
that.
total dick
I mean,
move.
it's like you know what? You're trying to make you're basically upstaging the person who's on the stage
I agree.
and just taking
Well,
away
that's-
from what they
but
planned.
that's the hard
What do you
part.
mean you agree? You've been defending crickets this whole time.
Jake, I thought
Cricket defender.
I
You dirty cricket defender.
I thought the crickets were funny. And not
First, they were.
Yeah, at the beginning, they were great.
But yeah, turn it off after like 5 or 10 minutes.
But it's funny that the guy couldn't figure out how to. That's the funniest part is that the guy had
And I don't know if I really buy that.
Oh, is that what he claimed?
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just so the cricket machine itself was connected to Bluetooth.
It's all.
I didn't even know they made
It
a
was like on his
Bluetooth
phone. He
speaker.
had like a cricket sound on his phone. He
Oh.
connected the Bluetooth. That's the theory.
Well,
That's the theory, but don't you have to go to management?
Can we
or somebody,
debunk this
or-
theory by asking
we have
him?
a guy on the text line that claims he's cricket guy, so we could ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, I got his number.
Oh, okay, great. So then we'll great. Is he a listener of our show, or was he
He's
just?
a big listener to the show. He's also like a semi-regular at the bar I go to, so I know him.
Oh boy, they're
Now you're
multiplying.
attracting more.
All right. Well, anyway, the big cricket. Who knew at Jake's comedy show the big talk would be the cricket.
The cricket fiasco.
The cricket fiasco. Man.
Well, yeah, we could have guessed it because you're a big cricket defender.
562 said Klein's a cricket apologist.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen, funny's funny.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it's funny. The idea of it is funny. I would be so uncomfortable listening to 40 minutes of that, though.
Well, Jake went
You
on a
feel
little
bad
long.
for the person on
If Jake had
stage.
done his original 25 like he was scheduled to, it would have been the right amount of cricket. Jake decided to go for 40, so it's too much cricket.
All right, let's get to takeaways.
Takeaways from today's show, then we'll get out of here. Tomorrow we'll try to do it better. And thanks, Greg Fitzsimmons, for joining us. Thanks, Brandon from Prop Auctions for joining us. Very fascinating stuff on today's show. If you missed it, check out the podcast. All right, what do we got? Takeaways.
Okay, 562, my takeaway is we'd all sleep better in a pillow fort. That's true. 310, my takeaway is Klein is a dumpster dad. 626, no Susies.
No Susies, guys.
909, my takeaway is anyone could be in the Oscar in memoriam if Allie thinks you're going to live a long life.
Yeah, apologies to all those people who died this year. Allie thought you were all going to have great years.
626, when you meet Greg Fitzsimmons, ask him what's bad. And 818, my takeaway is Allie gave up her gay card to Omar. Phones are screening your calls. And 818, my takeaway is Jake is the top pick for worst drinker.
Yeah, we'll put up that bracket on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show. Good day to start following if you're not already. There's a lot of stuff happening there. Jake, you have a takeaway from today's show?
Kids do anything for donuts.
They sure do. And we'll find out if you're able to get yourself a free Krispy Kreme later today for the pre-St. Patty's Day drinking donut. We'll see if that happens a little bit later today as well. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is I'm going to go buy myself a ticket to see the crickets.
Gotta see them crickets headlining.
Tickets for crickets.
Headlining at Goo Kite Comedy Club this weekend. They'll be back. Allie, you have a takeaway?
My takeaway is Mario Lopez was on All Access for 7 years.
6, 7. Yeah, we brought it back. All right. Have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow and try to do it better. I don't even have our jingle to play us out now because I was so focused on the cricket audio. Hold on. Allie, stall for 15 seconds.
Don't help them. Play crickets.
Yeah, let's just play the crickets. Omar, take it away.
Nailed it.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Alley, it's just okay.
Oh.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
Klein Alley Show in the mornings.
The Klein Alley Show.
The world famous KROQ 106.7 FM.